Yo, what's going on? Look at me all tiny and stuff. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 98 of the weekly comic wrap up. That's right, we're two away from episode 100, guys. I can't wait, man. Felt good to disconnect, so I apologize for not being live. Last week, I got a few messages from some people kind of concerned. I appreciate you guys. No, I had said it the previous week. I'm going on vacation, man. Let me tell you, yo, St. Martin. St. Martin is magical. I don't know if you guys ever seen that resort, that beach. Videos all over TikTok and stuff where the airplane flies and lands like right where the beach is. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I got burnt. Like, I don't know if you see. I'm peeling. I'm peeling. It's not looking good. Not a good look. But anyways, big show. Lots to talk about. Before we get into it, my guest, I want to tell you guys, of course, we're going to talk a bit of Superman, at the end of the show. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, there may be spoilers, but Greg Paperweight is actually coming out of the theater. He just called me about 5 minutes ago. The movie just finished. He's in the car. He's going straight home, and he's joining us immediately. He only has the car ride to process what took place in that film, and he's gonna break it down with us. We're gonna dive into it, see his take. I've seen a lot of people, man, very opinionated. It's a lot of back and forth online, people loving it, people hating it. So I can't wait to talk with Greg about this, because we're gonna go pretty back and forth on this. There's a lot of interesting takes that we're gonna talk about. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw some of the things going on while I was away, man. There was some SZERDY stuff with TidalWave. CGC's dropping an exclusive. There's also a 9/9 of Ultimate Fallout 4. So we're going to talk a lot of interesting things, man, which I can't wait to talk about with you guys. But before we get into the show, of course, I do want to give a big shout out to Lefteros. I don't know if you guys follow Lefteros over on Instagram. If you're not already, guys, come on, you're slacking. But speaking slacking, Lefteros is taking a step back. I don't know if you guys saw his last FOC post. He's just taking a little bit of a break, man. He's going to be taking a step back. So he's still going to have his weekly posts for FOC, New Comic Book Day, over on Instagram. But the stuff that we normally see over on Covrprice and the website, he's just taking a little bit of a little break. So, yeah, Lefteros, well deserved, man. The guy's been pumping out so much great content over on social media, on Instagram, on Covrprice, letting everybody know all the deets of these books that are coming out, man, coming out on FOCs, on New Comic Book Day. So I think the community definitely appreciates you, Left. I tell you this all the time, especially myself. So take the break, man. Let me tell you, that disconnect did me good. So we're ready. But anyways, before we kick it off, like I said, I want to shout out Comic Legion as well, because tomorrow night, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern time, over on their YouTube channel, they're going to be bringing you the New Comic Book Day claim sale. And, of course, if you did not FOC any of the books that are coming out this week and you want your opportunity to get one, now's your chance. There you go. So don't worry, guys. I know Comic Legion is located in Canada, but they can ship to the States as well for you guys. They've got the hold box. Just hit hold box when you check out to pay, and they'll happily hold those books for you and ship them out when you're ready, man. So go check out Comic Legion tomorrow night, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, over on their YouTube channel. You got Lefteros there. Guy's busy. He's busy. And you have a somewhat busy guy, Chia Pet, there. Yeah, he's there as well. So always a good time. Definitely check it out. All right, chat. I missed you guys. Like I said, my guest is a little bit late, so he's coming straight from the theater. I see you all in the chat, so I appreciate you guys. But I do want to kick off the show. And it's not the biggest FOC list this week. So with that being said, I don't normally ask my guests every single week if they're ready. But chat, I see you live. You're ready. You're here. So let's get it. All right, guys, it's the FOC selections of the week for July 14. And of course, as I said, these are the picks selected by our brother Lefteros. So shout out to Lefteros. Appreciate you. Now, if you live in the United States and you want to order any of these books, go visit comicnation.us to get these books. you've got 15% off of the cover price already, but get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. Again, that's comicnation.us. And if you're in Canada, we just spoke about Comic Legion. Go check out comiclegion.ca. They give you 20% off every single week on the FOC books. And if it's your first order, well, you can get an additional 5% off by using discount code ENLIST. So, like I said, guys, it's not the biggest FOC this week. So let's just dive right in, see what's going on. Because with the first book, we've got Ultimates issue 15. Here's the main cover, first appearance and cover of Earth 6160's Shang-Chi. Now, the Ultimate Universe, dudettes, the only thing that I keep thinking in the back of my head is they're constantly giving us these characters as we're getting closer to issue 24. Now, we know the Ultimate line is supposed to come to end as of the 24 mark, but we'll see. I really think that we're getting all these characters as they're setting up another phase of things that are to come. Shang-Chi, bring it, man. The more characters, the better. Ultimates has been absolutely amazing. So without a doubt, this is a pickup for me this week. Now, up next, Fantastic Four, issue 2. This is the Burt variant. I keep talking about these guys. This is the MCU Silver Surfer, aka Shia LaBeouf. Yes, Shia LaBeouf. And it's the cover depiction by Wesley Burt. Now, again, great books to have in your collection. These photo variants, always great to have, especially if you go to cons. Maybe you might come across these actors, actresses, etc. Great books to get signed. Definitely worthy of having in your PC. Keep them locked up, man. Just keep them in the boxes, and you never know. Yeah, I see you guys all in the chat. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, this is a good pickup. Cover buy for myself this week. Up next, Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 4. This is the main cover, first appearance of Dread Shadow. Now, I love Care Andrews' artwork. Love his stuff. Call me crazy, guys. Call me crazy. The Black Suit Spidey. I'm very, very picky with Black Suit Spidey, but I think he does a great job with it, man. Look at that. I think it looks great, man. And yeah, I've not been up to date with the reads when it comes to Spider-Man and Wolverine issue number 4, but we've got a first appearance here. So thank you, Lefteros, for the heads up. Now, up next, Batman number 1, the Cover N polybag variant that contains one of 12 foil variants. That's right, we've got the blind bags now here with DC, baby, with DC. I want to show you guys though, because there's a few covers that are available for this. Now, I'm just going to share my screen so you guys could see this, because I know Paperweight's about to hop on any minute now. So I do want to show you guys as much FOC as I can. So hold on. Okay. All right. Share screen. Give me just 1 second. Batman 1, guys. So there's a lot of covers that are available this week through this blind bag, and I have no idea what this little thing is at the bottom, but anyways, okay. So we've got some. Here's the blind bag, as you guys saw on the slide. Now, these covers here are covers that are available already as regular covers, so you could buy them, but in the blind bag, we're getting the foils. So you could see here, it says cover N. This is the Aja blind bag foil variant. So this is the foil of it. I love this quietly blind bag foil variant as well. Also available, like I said, in a regular. So you can pick that up in a regular if you don't care for the foil. Del Auto absolutely crushed this cover. I'm not the biggest foil fan, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to look amazing in a foil. Call me crazy, but I think this is going to look amazing. Just look at this. God damn. Yeah, Del Auto killed this one, man. Del Auto was just amazing. But yeah, you know what? I'm going blind bags, but definitely think this as a foil is one that I would want to hit if I get the blind bag. There's way better ones as well. Of course, there's going to be a Jim Lee variant as well. There's a 1 in 500 alternate foil variant by Jim Lee. So that's pretty cool. J. Scott Campbell is going to be doing one as well. So that's neat. You got Jimenez on this for the 1 in 1,000, which is nuts, dude. If you guys could crack a 1 in 1,000, man, yo, tag me. I want to know if anybody hits this. I want to see this. But yeah, 1 in 1,000 is going to be available as well within these bags. So you have a chance at some of these ratios. You got the 1 in 500, the 1 in 1,000. These are going to be just, inserted and distributed at random. So wherever these end up, they end up. I mentioned the Jimenez already. This Totino variant. This is Tedesco. Love this. This is really good. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I like that one. So definitely hoping to hit this one. I don't care for the ratios, guys. Call me crazy, but not too nuts for these. The art germ. Look at this, man. Between this and the Lotto, I think these are the two that are possibly my favorite when it comes to these. But yeah, lots of good possibilities, great covers when it comes to the blind bags. I know some people dig these blind bags, some people don't. It's not for everybody, and that's totally cool. There's a comic for everybody. As much as people hate hearing that, I think it's all right, man. Stop with that. It was the translator misspeaking. What are you talking about? What did I miss there? But yeah, so blind bag. I'm curious. Let me see what the chat's saying about these blind bags. You've got David Lepage saying, so far I've ordered 3 of the Batman blind bags. I'm curious about the Panini Absolute Batman blind bags too. Yeah, those are going to be dope. You got Love for Comics saying that bags are up there, though. Guys, look, I don't say this because they're part of the channel sponsoring and helping out and, we help each other. I say sponsor, they're affiliated, really. But Comic Legion probably has the cheapest price when it comes to the blind bags. If you don't believe me, here, I'll even show you guys. Right now, it's probably your best option, especially if you're in Canada. I think, this is a $9.99 bag. So that kind of sucks. It hurts when you factor the exchange. But here, I'll just show you guys very quickly. Let me pull up the site. Absolute. Nope. Here we go. Batman blind bags. So they're offering them at $11.26 Canadian. The regular price is $14.08, but they've got a bundle going of 5 packs for $49.28. So that, in my opinion, is a steal. Regular price being $70. I'm seeing everywhere else, man, selling these in between like $14-15 per blind bag. So yeah, man, so far that's what I've seen. Probably one of the best prices available out there. But we'll continue to check out this list in just a second, because guys, he's already here. Look, Paperweight, what's up, bruh?
What's good? Am I on? Oh
yeah, you're on. I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you, man. You hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I apologize. The background's a disaster, dude. I literally got in the car. I'm like, maybe I'll just jump on the phone, and then wifey's like, oh, they might not like that you're driving. I'm like, I don't give a damn if they like that I'm driving or not. Like,
oh, hold on.
I like your shirt. I like your shirt.
Yeah, thanks. I have another one here ready to change. You want me to wear it for you?
I'm joking, bro. You don't got to do nothing for me. I know you were saving it for episode 100. I already know.
Exactly. How'd you know?
Let me see. Hey, how did it work out with tanning with the paint pants and everything? How did that?
Dude, shut up, man. I'm telling you. We cooked. Like, it's taken me 2.5 days to recover from that tan. Like,
beautiful, bro.
From the burn.
Sorry for being late. What up to the chat? Continue doing your thing, bro. But just like I told you before, you've become a part of my Monday morning drive. So I apologize that I don't interact as much on Sunday nights. Okay. You're my Monday morning rewind drive.
You don't love me anymore. I feel it. But no, listen,
bro, it's been so crazy on my end.
Look, Greg, size small still fits nice.
I can't believe you fit in a small.
Yo, okay, so guys, just the backstory behind this T-shirt, because this, I partially helped him create this
I was about to say, you get credit for that.
Partial. So he hits me up and he's like, yo, dude, let me send you one for free. I'm like, no, let me pay, man. I want to support you. And he's like, no, I got you. So he hits me up and he's like, what size are you? I'm like, I'm a size small, man. And he's like, I've never met a man that is a size small, bro. Never.
I'm being honest.
I get it. You're from the wrestling world. You guys are like double XLs.
No, I'm a large, bro. Like I'm a large. Like, it's not super tight. I'm not XL. It's not like back in the day, but
I love it. But thank you for joining, man. Of course, we're gonna dive into the Superman talk.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into it, there you go. My wife. We share leggings too. There you go.
The one who doesn't like to fly, huh? So
Yeah,
she's like
exactly.
me.
But yeah, so without saying anything, where do you stand on that movie? Are you on a high, or are you
Hold
like
on, hold on, hold on.
digesting?
Wait, bro. I thought we were gonna have a whole segment for that.
We are, we are. But I just want to know:
Save it.
are you on a high, or are you still digesting and
I'll
like
say this:
thinking
I enjoyed it more the second time.
the second time? Fair. That's fair. But all right,
Yeah.
let me continue with the
Yeah.
FOC. I appreciate you being here. Batman #1, the blind bags, man. Did you see this?
I did. I actually hit up Lutheros, like, because honestly, I haven't gotten into like the craze with the blind bag thing. She ain't lying.
My wife's roasting.
But I don't know. Like, it's $9.99 US. That's like $1,000 Canadian right now. Like, I'm not dropping that. Like, I
No.
don't know. They seem cool. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Ozzy's fit too, and he looks great, dude. Size small. See, there you go. But yeah, dude, the prices are a bit up there. Like I said, if you guys want, I think Comic Legion so far is the cheapest I've come
Yeah,
across.
yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And I'm not throwing shade. Obviously, they didn't put the price tag on there. I'm just saying,
Nah,
for
nah.
me to get into this whole like blind bag thing, I don't know. Again, it's legit. $10. You probably that's like $15 Canadian, probably.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing it go for. But anyways, amazing covers available for that. Speaking amazing covers, bro, Birds of Prey 24 Eom has been hitting home run after home run. I talk a lot about Panosian. I talk a lot about Dan Mora, but like Eom is up there, dude. Eom's becoming one of my favorites, dude. All the covers are fucking home runs. Love these. This one looks amazing. Love how Black Canary is on this book, on this cover. Cover buy for me this week, man.
Yeah, it is a dope cover. 100%, I agree. I'm not grabbing it, but definitely a dope cover.
Yeah, I love this. Total pickup for me. Up next, though, some more cover selections. You guys, I don't know if you've seen this. I know some covers came out last week while I was away. They were available on FOC, including the new Ghost Spider book. But you've got more J. Scott Campbell covers to drop in, and some of them on this week's FOC. You've got Daredevil issue 24, and you've also got Magic issue number 8. Both nice covers. Daredevil's kind of, I don't know, man. That the stance is.
Yeah, he's got some pep in his step. He's got some sugar in the tank for sure with that with that look.
I don't know about this one, Campbell. I don't know,
His
man.
legs are jacked, but whatever.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He doesn't wear a size small. He's good. He's good. But yeah, these are two nice covers. For myself, the Magic's the winner between the two. And speaking sick covers, bro, Mortal Thor #1, Gleason. You guys remember Gleason doing the Amazing Spider-Man, and there was also the Carnage and the Venom with all the webs, and that one exploded. Everybody loved them. Yo, what he did with Thor here, this is absolutely one of the best covers on FOC this week. Gleason hit a fucking home run, dude. This is sick.
But dude, you know what? As sharp, see how sharp that looks? You know how sometimes the foils just flatten that sharpness?
Yeah.
Like, I'm worried, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's like an image of the foil out yet, but I just don't know if it's gonna look that sharp. It's a sick cover, but you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that foil, it just flattens it, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean with the foil. Like I said, dude, for myself, the foils don't always hit with me, man. I'm not a big fan. But yeah, I was just gonna say, Derek, if this is a like spot foil where only like the outline of him is foiled, dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I agree with Derek, 100%.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. Who cares? Foil or no foil, I think Gleason hit a home run, man. This is one of his better covers. Call me crazy. I put it there. Yeah, the Gleason 55 Spider-Mans are classics. I think this is going to join the crew right there with the 55 of Spider-Man. So really like these. This cover. This is a pickup. Magic 8, the Paro variant. Another cover selection. But dude, let me tell you, there is an even better Magic cover. I don't know if you guys saw this. Check this. I'm gonna actually put this away. We're gonna add this. We'll go back to Comic Legion. Dude, where is it? Let's get to Magic. What did the wifey think of the movie?
She, again, I don't want to get into it, but she loved it. She absolutely loved it.
There you go. I'm not asking you to get into the full movie, dude.
No, because any female I've asked and that have seen it, like, overly loved it. So it's definitely hitting different, I'd say, with the females.
You think it's hitting more with the females?
Well, we're gonna get into it, bro.
Come on. Actually, wait, was it Magic or was another title? Let me check. It was Giant Size X-Men. There you go, GSX. Yeah, dude, this Magic cover is probably one of my favorites.
Who's the artist on
Magic covers. Sorry?
Do you know the artist on it?
Hold on. It's not here. What the hell is it, man? Why am I like missing it? Yeah, it's Talavera. Hold on. I just gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Yo, this is dope.
Okay, yeah.
Look at that.
That's cool.
So good. So good.
Person playing Zelda.
Look at that. Look at the way the sword is just disintegrating. Everything, the details. Love this. Love this. This is probably my favorite cover on FOC this week. So, yeah, I think that's an absolute must get for myself. Now, back to the FOC list. That's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, very small, man. There was minor things, not too much craziness going on the FOC this week. As I said, Leftero was taking a little bit of a break, so definitely still continue to support him. He'll be back in full swing, and he's still going to be posting over on Instagram. But also, you could support Comic Nation. If you want to order any of these books, go to comicnation.us. They got 15% off of the cover price. You get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. Canada, you got comiclegion.ca. Go visit that website because they've got some of the best prices when it comes to FOC and the service as well. If you want to do a hold box, you can do that as well. Go visit comiclegion.ca, 20% off of the cover price. You get an additional 5% off by using discount code ENLIST if it's your first order. Covrprice.com. You can go read all the awesome articles over there. And don't forget, check it out over on YouTube, where you can catch myself and the crew go live every Tuesday and Thursday with the top 10 and, of course, the Shakers. And if you're here for the first time tonight, welcome, man. Hit subscribe, hit the like. Come hang out every single week. Greg.
Yes, sir.
How you been, man? It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's been a minute. I'm happy to be here, bro. Congrats again. I know you're closing in on 100. Congratulations, bro. Always a supporter of yours. No, I've been good. Honestly, really, really busy. Life's been busy with just life, training, doing some rentals at the house. It's audit time, like at work, and been able to do a lot of hunting lately, so that's been fun. I love summer for the hunts, man. I've actually hit some really, really good. I've had some really good luck the last few weekends that I've gone out.
I was gonna say, dude, like you've been hunting, you've been doing great, man. You've been going on like morning hunts. You take off. You bringing the kids with you?
Sometimes, because honestly, like especially around where I am, because it's more like rural, like north. People got when they do garage sales, they do like. It's like I went to this one this past weekend, and the guy was selling like antique cars like on his lawn, and like you know what I mean. And it's just crazy the stuff you find. And I go by where I see comics like underneath like a shelving thing, and he's like, "Oh, this guy at one of my units didn't pay rent, so I took all of his comics." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'll take these as well." You know, let's chop it up.
Yeah, dude, I saw you hit some amazing like Eternals just the other day.
Dude, I like all of those. Like again, like. I didn't pay a lot for it, but it wasn't like he was asking. Like I know a lot of times people were like, "Oh, this guy was lowballing." Dude, like I bought a bunch, so I just basically obviously knocked off a couple more dollars. But it wasn't like he was asking for like 15, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll give you $2." No, he was like asking 3, 4, bucks, and then I would be like, I'd grab multiple, and it would obviously bring the price down. But all newsstand, but like all high grade, which was crazy. The Spider-Man, the 365, the first 2099. I just personally have never seen a newsstand of that, like in person.
That's a good book to hit. I think my favorite book that you hit was that Punisher.
Dude, did you see the price on that?
Yep.
I paid $1 for that book, and it wasn't like I knew what it was. So when I'm open about stuff. I don't sell a lot, but I do sell at times to buy the things that I want to collect, right, for the PC. This guy brings out a box. He's like, "Oh, these are all $1. I don't really care." So I'm sifting through it, and like. There are certain things from selling. I know there's certain characters who have like a cult following that will always sell, like things like Venom, Punisher. If it's got a dope cover, people will buy it. So I just saw the Punisher logo. Dude, I didn't even do the Terrificon scan on it. I literally just, I took it. I go home and I'm like, holy shit, 9.8s are going for like $500-600. 9.6s are like $300-400. It's a 9.8 candidate, 1,000%.
Do it, man.
Right?
Do it. Yeah, that's easy money. Easy
Yeah.
money, man. And if you're a fan of Punisher, it's also a great book to have in your collection. So either route you go, dude, you hit
Even
a
that
big win.
Franken Castle one, I grabbed that because again, I wasn't familiar with it, and it turns out it's like a $30 book kind of thing. Like I had no idea.
Yeah, that's amazing. I just want to answer Lord of Brooklyn. Yo, you don't. So Love for Comics is going to be live on the show. Episode 100 is going to be a huge get together, man. I'm inviting everybody. Open invite. Yo, Lord for Brooklyn, if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to join too as well on the episode 100. Everybody is. And Love for Comics, Love for Comics lives in the United States. So if you're in the States, he'll get it out to you, man. He'll take care of you, man. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, dude. So you've been doing great. Lots of great hits, which is fun to see because at Terrificon, you just mentioned the scanning. Dude, you were on fire, man, with Batman books. I don't know how you found all those Batman books.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I remember though. You come on, you don't remember that? Like you're pulling them out? No.
Yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't remember. I must have missed that.
Yeah, no, it was good times, man. I'm sad we're not going to be together this year.
I know. It's a tough one, but you know what? It is what it is. Are you doing any other cons? Like, are you doing any this year?
Just maybe. I'll let everybody know when the time comes. But yeah, there's a few things in the pipeline, so we'll keep you all in the loop if these things come to fruition. But we're talking sales, picking up books. You've been hunting. Let's see what's been shaking on the aftermarket. So, with that being said, sir, it's time for the market report. Are you ready?
Yes, of course, bro. Why do you think I'm here?
Of course he's ready. What the hell? All right, boys and girls, it's time for the market report, where I, myself, and many other people as well, like Michael Baker, we check out what's happening on the aftermarket, man. Seeing what books are selling, looking at multiple lists like the House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collector, Covrprice, Go Collect, checking sales on eBay. But as I mentioned, Michael Baker, one of the most important parts of this show, hits me up every single day to show me what's selling over on the Bay, on Comic Link, on multiple sites. So I appreciate him. Heritage Auction, you name it. He hits me up. So let's look and dive into what's selling this last week. First book, we have All New Superman #1. This one dropping with the release of the movie Superman. It was an IMAX exclusive, and the cover is by Dan Mora. Raw copy sold for $39 US. It's the first Baker Shaker this week. And dude, I saw these moving like crazy on eBay.
Bro, like it sucks here. We don't get none of this stuff.
We don't.
It's like nothing.
No, you don't.
What, you got? This was available in theaters? Were you?
No, so I didn't get this at all. But you and I were going back and forth on how, you know, the popcorn buckets, all the merchandise.
There was no buckets where I was anywhere. Both theaters, 0.
You know, I was actually telling Chiapet on the phone today, I literally ran around the entire island looking for plushies of Superman. My kids, I took my kids to watch it, and that's what they wanted. They wanted the Superman plushie. Dude, it was impossible. Only place I could have found it was at the cinema, not Walmart, not GameStop, not Toys R Us. Nobody had it. Nobody, dude. Except the theater. The theater's where it was at. And I know that we don't really get these things. You know, there's the Daily Bugle popcorn bucket that I really wanted that I was telling you about. Not Daily Planet. What I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyways, I really wanted that, dude, and I didn't come across it. I came across the one where he's got his lasers going through the popcorn making.
You saw that one in person?
Yeah, that was in person.
Honestly, I would have spent $50 on that. Honestly, I would have.
$50 Canadian.
Bro, the only thing they offered, not even today at the theater, yesterday, was that stupid cup. The cup alone was like $20, and they said if you want to drink in it, it's like I think $24 or $28.99 for the cup. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I would have bought the popcorn bucket. I probably would have.
So we had the cups with the toppers, and it was like $12 each. No, and you got the Coke as well. But besides that, we didn't get the IMAX exclusive.
Well, it's AMC. We don't have that here no more.
Yeah, Yeah, that's true. We don't. But regardless, regardless,
Jackass, it says it right on there. AMC.
yeah, they are still out there, guys, and we don't get this. So that being said, it goes to give you an idea as to why people are paying a premium on the aftermarket, because not everybody's got the opportunity to grab one of these. Already, if you got an AMC near you, it's kind of hard to grab one, right? Because these things are probably flying out there. Like, people are snagging these up.
Were they free? Were they like giveaways?
Yeah, I believe so, dude.
Cool,
I don't think anybody had to pay for this stuff.
That's cool then.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, you picked this up before you had your popcorn, because with your buttery hands, you don't want to get that all over the books. But yeah, it's very interesting to see, man. $39 for all new Superman #1, the IMAX exclusive, and the cover being by Dan Mora, who is just amazing. Love seeing this. Wish I had a copy, man. I wish I had a copy. But anyways. Yeah. Next book we've got is Vampirella Strikes #1. This takes us back to 2013. Milo Manara, Virgin variant. This cover is limited to 69 copies. Raw copy, $718. Dude, this was a Cover Price Daily Shaker highest sale to date for this book. I understand the scarcity, but damn, that's a big sale for this book.
Yeah, I mean, sick. The limited number of copies is very fitting with the image. So I mean, look, Vampirella is like another one of those characters where there's just has that following and people are willing to drop it. I mean, it's crazy to me, but hey, if you got it, good for you.
Yeah, dude, this is amazing. 69 copies out there. It's funny because a lot of these Vampirella covers, man, it's really what it is, dude. Everyone's picking these up for covers. No one's really picking this up for the read. And the covers are amazing, whether you want to admit it or not. So many great artists touching Vampirella books. And, dude, I get reeled in sometimes. I'm like, damn, this is a good cover. It's an absolute buy. And if I had the opportunity to grab this, man, knowing it would be $718, yeah, I'd totally pick this up.
I have that one that I put in the group chat looking for like help on valuing it. It's like the acetate where it's all bloody and then it's Vampirella behind it and it's signed by Art Germ. And I had no idea like what it would sell for because it's a sick cover, you know what I mean? But I just don't know. I didn't know what the price hit at because again, I don't know what an Art Germ signature is worth, right?
Yeah. I think Art Germ is it's up there, dude. You could easily get close to the 100 mark.
Really?
Oh, I would think so. Dude.
I think I put like $20 on it to be honest, or 25.
Really? Depends.
Yeah. Again, like I don't try and gouge, but like I have no idea, and I think someone in the group chat said like $5 or $10 is.
Well, send me the book again. I want to see what it is, man.
It's pretty sick. I'm not lying.
Yeah. But do your homework before you get rid of that. But
of course.
Love this Manara cover, dude. Very nice. Vampirella Strikes #1, raw, $718. Not chump change for this one, man. Crazy. All right. Spawn 357 is back here on this show because the 2024 New York Comic Con retailer thank you exclusive unsigned copy, because yes, these were signed by Todd McFarlane, sold for $920 US raw. This was a Cover Price Daily Shaker, again, top sale. Not a Baker Shaker, surprisingly, but still, dude, it's crazy to see how these unsigned copies are going for more than the signed copies. And here we are, almost a year after New York Comic Con. Look at this sale, man.
Damn.
Yep. If I was a Spawn,
dude, Spawn. I said it. Venom, Punisher, like Vampirella. There's just those hardcores, man, that just love it. I mean, and that's cool. Like, that's all right, man. Whoever got that, whoever sold that, good for them.
Yeah, if you had this at New York Comic Con and you picked up a unsigned copy, it might be a good time to sell. Look at that. If this was a blue label CGC, it would probably sell for over $2,000. Baker, I believe you. And I believe somebody would probably even pay that. Yeah. So absolutely wild. I agree with you, Trek Wars. You love it. I love it. Craziness. Absolute craziness for this book. But $920 for Spawn 357, the unsigned copy of the New York Comic Con retailer thank you exclusive. Check this out. If you guys are Spurs fans, you might like this one because The Punisher issue 11 takes us back to 2014. This is the Heroes and Fantasies exclusive featuring Tim Duncan on the cover.
Dude, you know what I thought of when I saw this slide? You know the first thing that came to mind?
Def Jam Vendetta.
Yes,
I
dude,
knew it.
100%, 100% Def Jam Vendetta. Straight away, I'm like, oh shit, is this Def Jam Vendetta?
This is why we're friends. But CGC 96 sold for 175 US dollars. Dude, it's funny because I thought the exact same thing,
Yeah.
man. I was looking at
That
this.
was like a cutscene from the game. And like Method Man is like doing something to Punisher, you know?
Don't you feel like it's time that we get another Def Jam video
I'm
game?
shocked they haven't. It just must be something with a license. It makes no sense because it actually had a following, that game.
Dude, it had an amazing following, man. You got to fight as literally anybody, man. Like who would have? Did anyone pick Fat Joe? Did anyone pick Fat Joe?
It wasn't bad either. You know, sometimes like remember like the 50 Cent video game, it was like pretty bad. Like Def Jam Vendetta wasn't like a terrible game at all.
No, dude.
Also, if the camera can see it, bro, look. So this was it, but it's signed by Archer.
Oh shit, that's nice.
So it's acetate. So the blood, it's all like blood, and then when you open it, obviously it's her like half naked.
Well, if you were gonna sell it for $5-10, hit me up. hit me up. Very nice cover.
Bro, I've done it before. You know, one time I had the what are they called? What are those You know those Alex Ross timeless covers?
Yes.
I had the Thor one, and I'm just that type of seller. Like I had them at $10. I didn't know it was signed by Alex Ross. I sold it for $10. The guy saw it, and I didn't realize it. And I'm like, dude, I'm not one of those people. Like, bro, that's my inventory. That's on me. Like, you got it for $10.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you went to the gym, you pumped it, you put a few more sets in, you were pissed. I feel you. But anyways, guys, love this cover. This is amazing. Like I said, if you're a Spurs fan, Tim Duncan's on this one because Punisher 11, the Heroes and Fantasies exclusive, CGC 96, $175. All right. I know Hyper is a big fan of these types of books. I think he probably even owns this one. But Uncanny X-Force issue 20. This one takes us back to 2012. The 1-in-50 ratio cover by Paul Renaud. This is the Venom variant. If you guys recall correctly, we got a lot of these Venom variants at this point in time. CGC 96 selling at $600 US. These still hold, man, through the test of time, dude. This is doing great on the aftermarket.
You know what's interesting is, like, you know, whatever people say, slow market, yada yada yada. It's crazy how many of these ratios from, you know, the 2000s are really still moving in good numbers, right? Even if this in the heyday was $2,000 or whatever, some dumb number that I'm making up, 600 US is still crazy money, bro.
Yeah. Dude, anybody that tells me that the hobby is dead or
no, I'm not saying dead. I'm just saying like slowed a little. I'm not saying
no,
dead.
but you're not wrong, dude. There's a lot of channels like that. Anybody that I see start talking in that manner, I just turn it off.
I'm not insinuating it's dead. I'm just saying it's not like the days where you literally something came out and it was just mayhem, flipping, and craziness.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. And as you could see, still holding very strong, man. I love this. This is a huge book. Still doing numbers on the aftermarket because it's sold. Uncanny X-Force 20 sold for in a CGC 98 for $600 US. Very, very wicked sale for this one. All right, check this out, guys. Little bit of information coming your way, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 4. If you guys didn't know this and you see this in the wild, well, now you know, man. Keep an eye out because this takes us back to 1987. The second print of this issue was actually an error. It basically had the cover of Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. It's a wraparound, and it was recalled, and very few of these actually survived, dude. Like, not many of these are still out there. So those that are still out, very scarce. I would say it's a very low number of these that are out there. CGC 92 just sold for $584 US. There's a third print that followed after this once they did the recall. So this second print is a manufacturing error. So if you guys come across this, I would say pick it up. I just don't even think about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wasn't aware. So that's cool. I mean, to be honest, I've seen a lot of Turtles ones. I might have seen this one, but it doesn't strike me as one that I've seen, I guess, recently. But a lot of those covers are sick, like the wraparound ones, and the turtles following is huge. So I mean, for sure, if you find this in the wild for a good price, it's no brainer.
Yeah.
Shout out Michael Baker, always finding these things.
Yeah, man. Baker's saying that this turtles has been on eBay a few times this year. Some raw, most are actually graded.
Is
And
the
of course,
census like high on it? On like, is there a lot on the census?
I don't even think the census is that high, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like I said, there's very few copies out there. I would imagine that maybe the census numbers might say otherwise, because probably everybody who knows about this being a manufacturer issue probably sent this into CGC. You know what I mean? So like automatically, if you have this raw, I would imagine somebody wants to send it in for grading and sell. So, but yeah, very interesting. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 4. The second print error in a CGC 9.2 sold for $584. We're going to foreign lands, my friend, because Hulk #1, The Incredible Hulk, takes us back to 1974. This is the German edition. I like these foreign books. First appearance and origin of Hulk, Bruce Banner, CBCS 9.0. $1,050. Baker Shaker this week.
Wow.
Is this not a good alternative? What do you think?
So again, I'm not up on the foreign market in terms of like these foreign covers and whatnot, but considering it's like first appearance and origin, like $1,000 doesn't seem crazy for a Hulk book, right? Hulk 1. But again, I have no idea what this market is like.
Yep, the foreign books. Baker knows, man. Baker knows. But yeah, dude, I like coming across these books. I say it often, man. Especially living in Quebec, I see a lot of French versions of these key books here. Doesn't entirely do it for me on all of them, but some of those big keys, man. Like you come across these and you see it in even in French, dude. Like I think it's cool to pick up. You know what I mean? You still got the first appearance. It's just a different language. So I like having these. But Hulk 1, the German edition, first appearance and origin, of course, of Bruce Banner Hulk.
You know what else? A lot of times, dude, I wouldn't even be shocked if these are the ones when you do kind of find, again, like antique places where they don't even know. It's like, oh, it's not even in English. Like they just throw it on the table for $1 or $2. I'm not saying that's common, but it wouldn't shock me to find ones like these in those type of scenarios.
Oh, yeah, dude. Definitely could happen. You never know. Like you just did with that Punisher book. You picked it up for $1. But yeah, man. Coming across this, I would totally pick it up if the price was right, man. I like this. Yeah. But anyways, moving on from Hulk, I want to show you guys this book. It's very important to be on the list tonight, and I'll explain to you guys why after. But Mark Spears Monsters, issue 3, the 2025 Sad Lemon exclusive Jaws Virgin variant, and the cover by, can you guess? Mark Spears. That's right. CGC 9.8, $240. Baker Shaker this week. Greg, what do you think of Mark Spears?
I totally missed the boat on this whole craze, but all of Spears' covers, like monster related and all that, have been like amazing. All of them. They're almost always up there for cover of the week whenever he's dropping them. And this is sick. Like amazing. I've never seen this one until now, like until you sent it, but it's sick. Again, I'm not dropping that money on it, but no. Absolutely. If you love Jaws, if you love Spears, 100%. Doesn't seem like an unreasonable number either.
I know you wouldn't want to drop the money on this one. And I agree with you. I think Spears does some great work. I always say most of his originals tend to be much better than his homage covers. But, you know, like I said, I know you don't want to drop money on this, but if you could get this free, would you be like?
Obviously, bro. Yeah, sure. What kind of question is that free?
Well, you're in luck because, guys, episode 100, Michael Baker's giving this away for free. Okay, so I just want to let you all know that. That's right. Michael Baker's donating this for the episode 100 giveaway. So, Greg, look at that. You might win.
Look at that. Look at that.
In a CGC 9.8 as well, because he's just crazy. I don't know why he does that, but I appreciate him. I appreciate
him. You got a good group of people that are loyal to this show and to you, man. So I've always said that the chat is just as much part of the show as you. You know what I mean? I know it's your show, but the chat.
Nah,
you got a good chat here,
guys. I hate corny stuff. I hate corny shit. Greg, you know that better than anybody. But I don't want to sound corny. I agree with you because yeah, man, the chat, you guys, the live show, those of you coming back for the comments, rewatching the videos, all of that, dude. Anybody who's supporting. You're all part of the show, man. The chat shows up religiously every Sunday. Even checks in on me after I said, hey, I'm on vacation. They're like, dude, you're not live. Are you okay? Is everything okay? I appreciate you guys, man. That's nothing but love. So I'm happy to be giving back to you guys. Episode 100. All of you guys donating. You're nuts. You're nuts, but I love
What's
you.
Chia Pet giving away?
Nobody wants anything from Chia Pet. That's pretty much what we all agreed on. No, I'm kidding. I know Comic Legion said they're going to be contributing as well. So I don't know exactly entirely what's going on there, but you guys will know come episode 100. So there you go. But anyways, Mark Spears Monsters issue 3 CGC 98 240 bananas. Check this, bro. So I just learned that her name is not Sarah Pichelli, and as an Italian, as a I get it because
I've been calling her Pichelli.
No, but technically it's pronounced Pichelli, right? Yeah, and even in Italian, when you read the name, it is Pichelli. But Spider-Man issue number 1 takes us back to 2012. This is the 1-in-100 ratio covered by Sarah Pichelli. Ron Near Mint selling at $400. Baker Shaker this week. And Greg, this goes back to what you were just saying. Look, we were just talking the Uncanny X-Force. Here we are now with Spider-Man 2012, right?
This is a sick cover. I have a few of like those, I don't want to say bigger books, but you know that run, like the ones that people wanted from that run. I have, but I've never seen this book. It's a sick cover. And even if it is a steep price tag, it doesn't seem crazy for what a lot of the Spider-Man stuff goes for from this run.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. This is a very impressive sale, man. 400.
And that's a good point. Who just said that?
What?
How many? Yeah,
no,
but it's so true. Like, how many people were doing 100 of these, ordering 100 to get this? Sorry.
Yeah, no, exactly. Especially at this point in time, guys. 2012, not too many shops were ordering up to these numbers, but the 1-in-100 is stunning. I love the reflection of Miles in the puddle there in front of Peter. It's very well done. Love Sarah Pichelli's stuff, and yeah, dude, it's just a wonderful cover. I think this is a great book. 400 is damn near impressive in my books, dude. I think it's very high up there. 400 is
for sure.
Big coin.
It's not cheap, but like I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of these Spider-Man books go for crazy money from that time. So I mean, again, I've never seen this cover ever. I've never seen this cover.
Yeah. Ben, sorry for your ignorance. No, don't be sorry, dude. He actually comes from he's like a southern boy in Texas.
I wish.
He wishes. No, he's in Ontario.
I'm in Ontario.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, let's move on because Care Bears. That's right. This is a book I think if you put on the table, because those of you not familiar, Greg does amazing videos with his kids when he goes to pick up books every Wednesday. And I think if you put this on the table, your daughter would pick this as cover of the week. 100%. 100%. And she'd hit the jackpot because check this out, dude. Care Bears 7, 1986, Marvel 25th anniversary. There's only 25 9/8 on the CGC census of this book. It's very hard to find, guys. Those of you trying to collect all these border covers from Marvel's anniversary, dude, it's very, very hard to do. And yeah, man, the CGC 9/8, $850, dude. Actually, I don't think it's 25th. I think it may be. Is it 25th or 75th? Somewhere. Anyways, whatever. CGC 9/8, $850. This is a big sale, dude. Big sale for this Care Bears.
Yeah, and I'm assuming since it's a number 7, the reason why it's obviously a big book is because it's the Marvel anniversary thing with the border. But what's funny is when this thing came up on the phone and I showed wifey, she's like, "Oh, that's like awesome, right?" So in the same vein as my daughter, like that stood out. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen this book either, but we've had good luck finding the Barbie number 1s at garage sales on the regular. So who knows? Maybe this one's in the near future.
Yeah, keep an eye out, man, dude. It's funny because you come across these things and you're like, dude, I would have never thought of that. But yeah, no, this is a very hard book to come across. As I said, it's one of the harder ones when it comes to these anniversary borders. It is the 25th anniversary. I don't know why I thought 75th. I was like, wait, what?
now that the 9/8 that sold that got this number, have people seen the book? Like, is it a 9/8 or is it like one of those gifted 9/8s.
Well, we'll talk about it because there's been some gifted 9/9s.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We'll get into that. But anyways, Care Bear 7, man, CGC 9/8, $850 US. Dude, that's $1,000 easy for us. That's crazy. Crazy. Sick cover right here, guys. Silver Surfer Black, issue number 1. This one takes us back to 2019. This is the IG Comics Store Virgin exclusive by Scott Williams. CGC 9/8, $375 US. It's interesting because, you know, a lot, dude, exclusives drop like crazy. Like, fuck, man. Like, the exclusive game is nuts, but few and far between tend to do very well long term. Don't get me wrong. There's books that hit, they'll spike as they drop, and then after, you just see the prices come down throughout the years. But 2019, dude, you're talking now, this is 6 years. And a 9/8 of this book in a Virgin, still holding at $375 US. Very impressive. I think this is a stunning Silver Surfer cover, dude. I know that there's hype. Fantastic Four. I don't think they're hyping Lauren Rad, that's for sure. Everybody's now aware it's going to be Shalabal. But movie or no movie, this is just holding well and doing very well in the aftermarket. Stunning cover.
Yeah, it's sick. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. Like, not to go shift gears, but should they have gone this route as opposed to the one that they're going with the girl from Ozark playing?
You're talking about Shalabal.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Like
instead of this version, like the male version, right? Because she's like the Herald. Because again, I'm not up on Fantastic Four, so I'm saying, do you think that was a good move, or do you think wasn't a good move, or what's your thought on that? I know she's a sick actress.
On the movie itself.
Yeah, like
I think it's fantastic. No pun intended, dude. Look, the reason why I say that is because I don't want to see Norrin Rad brought into an alternate universe. I want to see him in the main timeline, and I think a lot of people don't think of that. They keep saying, "Yeah, but we're not getting Norrin Rad." Listen, let's hear the Fantastic Four story and why they ended up in Earth 828, which, by the way, they named that Earth in honor of Jack Kirby. Because it's his birthday, just so you guys know, August 28th. But I thought that was very brilliant of them to do, very cool. But besides that, I think it's genius. I don't think Shalabal survives it. I think she bites the bullet, and we're gonna get Norrin Rad in the main timeline. Fantastic Four are gonna be here to stay in the MCU moving forward, so might as well do this as a one-off, and then we get Norrin Rad long term.
Right. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying I was for or against it. I didn't know at all, so I just wanted your take.
No, I really think people need to slow down on the woke bullshit, and we'll talk about that even when it comes to the Superman stuff. There are things that I do get it. There's things that we can clearly see what they're trying to do. But in this aspect, I think there's a real story behind this. Mark my words, dude. Norrin Rad's gonna be fucking furious, knowing that she's gonna bite the bullet. So we'll see. But anyways, wonderful cover. Love this book. CGC 9/8, $375. Not too bad. Holy shit! Check this out. Superman: A Friendship Unleashed, #1. The Milkbone promotional is back. Yeah, it's here. It's not going anywhere. Everybody wants this because it just sold in a 9/8 for $1,009. I told you guys, the slabs are gonna come in. The prices are gonna go wild.
How did they get a 9/8 in a box of treats?
Hey, dude, I'm pretty sure I've got a 9/8 contender here right now. But
I know I saw you got one because I don't even know like you can buy these here.
No, we couldn't. You gotta have friends in the States, bro. And we have some that didn't hook us up. I had two. So thank you to those two. Love for Comics, Trev, Trek Wars. I see you. But this was a random ass sale because you look at all the other sales that were taking place, anywhere between 300 to 500 for a 9/8. 300 to 500. Then boom, out of nowhere, $1,000. I was like, holy shit. What's going on? Somebody either got really eager, really excited. I don't know if this was some fuckery going on, but man, $1,000 for this? That's crazy. Yeah, you could buy an actual dog for that. Yo, corgi. Exactly, dude. Love it. You want one, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, bro, it's sick. I'm a DC guy, but I'm not dropping that money on it, but if you got one and it's you're gonna slab it, I mean, hey, that's awesome.
Yep. Kilted Corgi saying this is the price of one trip to the vet. Yeah, this is just for a checkup, by the way. It doesn't cover anything else at the vet. It's $1,000. You could have done that with your money. But Ben, me too, man. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, can't believe it. I appreciate you. Ben, aren't you a friend? But anyways, big coin for this one. CGC 98, $1,000, man. Absolutely nuts. Nuts.
Yeah, that's nuts.
All right, guys, we're going to keep with the Superman stuff because the Superman train is in full gear, man. We got the Death of Superman. This one being the trade paperback from 1993. And this is a newsstand that collects the Death of Superman story. Now, a CGC 98 for this just sold for $185 US. Not too bad, dude. I'm positive we can still find some of these out there in the wild.
Oh, it's a trade, though?
Yes, sir. This is a trade paperback.
So, and they slabbed it? They slab trades?
Yes, they do.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they slab trades.
Dude, it's crazy because I remember I don't know if you had seen when George Perez was, you know, getting very close to his deathbed.
Right.
Unfortunately, he passed away, dude. And they came out with that
trade. Okay.
They was it the Heroes Initiative trade paperback, the JLA versus JLA Avengers, whatever. Dude, that book slabbed was something to see, man. I have a copy, not slabbed. I do think about sending it in every now and then, but dude, that thing is monstrous in a slab.
Sorry, here comes my crypto. Friggin' Ronald making his way in.
Call him. Bring him to the show, bro. Bring him to the show.
He's like 50 pounds now, bro. He's like 6 months. Oh, come here, Ronald. Oh,
not even he wears a size small t-shirt. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Say hi, Ronald.
Oh, stud. Ronnie! You hear me?
This is our second bulldog, and this guy's a pain in the ass, just like the second born kids. Here. Oh my God, Ronald.
Yeah, dude. Don't remind me. I have a story for you after. I'm sure you saw my personal Instagram stories, but we'll talk. We'll talk. But anyways, yeah, trade paperback. This is the newsstand. 98, dude, $185. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you could come across this at somewhere in the wild, man.
I've probably passed like on this. I'm sure I've seen this book, but I mean, someone said, I think it was Trek, said it was a thin trade because I mean I know they slab like pulps and stuff. I didn't know they slab like just traditional trade paperbacks. Like I didn't know that because most of them, especially these ones, are a lot thicker. So, but
yeah, well, like Trek Wars was saying, this is actually a thin trade paperback, so it's not as bad. But man, when you get those thick ones, dude, yeah.
I think my dog farted on my arm. Like it smells so bad.
No, the dog farted in your arm.
I think.
What a good puppy. Good boy, Ronnie. That's my man. That's my man. But anyways, CGC 98 of the Death of Superman trade paperback, $185. All right, forever people, guys. Oh man, every time I see this book, I get so pissed because I missed out.
Bro, it's one of my biggest regrets for my PC. I think I had a 9.2. 9.2.
Well,
which is that's for that book. That's a nice grade.
Yeah, dude.
It kills me.
Dude, I would happily buy that 9.2 myself. Gabe from Lords of the Long Box, Covrprice. We talk about this book often, man, and Forever People #1, in my opinion, is still underappreciated. But
so underappreciated, bro. Like,
yeah, but still a very good sale here because 1971, first appearance of Darkseid and Forever People, CGC 98, $2,245. You know, I love how people always compare him to Thanos. You know what I mean? The comparison, and of course, it's there, dude. It's in it. You can't not see that. But I think this book is totally still underappreciated.
Yeah,
and I was talking with Gabe about this, and then we checked the prices between the two, and we did the same even with the first appearance of Justice League and with Avengers, which those two are pretty much at par. If anything, Justice League tends to get a little more traction on the aftermarket when, you know, I was looking at the sales per grade and everything. But Forever People, dude, this is a wonderful book to have, man. If I could pick this up, even if I can get it in a 9, dude, I'm happy as hell.
Yeah, man, it was. I had that in like one of the Jimmy Olsen books. I sold it as like a set. I can't remember. Yeah, because it was. I think I don't remember. I don't want to misspeak, but yeah, this is one of my bigger selling regrets. This book.
Yeah, don't blame you, dude. Don't blame you. But it's a great book to have in the collection. Ozzy's saying, I just went and checked. I've got that Soups trade. Looks like a contender too. Dude. Get it.
And I think Baker even said like someone got a deal here. Like I agree, even though I know some DC books that don't get the same monetary attention as like Marvel books, but a 9.8 in this book for 22 seems. I feel like it could get higher.
Yeah. I think so too. And I think it's inevitable when you look at what's taking place with the reset of the DC universe, right? When it comes to the cinema stuff. Dude, we didn't entirely get him in the Snyderverse.
No.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen now. And it will happen. And when it does, I do think this book goes higher.
Yeah, it was more as like Steppenwolf was kind of like more of the focal
point
villain.
of justice. Yeah, it really was. But great book. CGC 9.8 of Forever People, #1, sold for $2,245 Derek, I see you in the chat. Let me pull you up, buddy. Where are you at? He was saying that people are going all in on New Gods. Yes, they are, and they should, because New Gods issue 2. Look at this. 1971, first cover appearance of Darkseid. There's 11 CGC 9.8s on the census. Beautiful Jack Kirby stuff right here. CGC 9.8, $500. Greg, does this remind you of a time at Terrificon when I was telling you, dude, first cover appearance of certain somebody, underappreciated? Does this not fall in that?
Yeah, but I want to go almost check now because, dude, honestly, I'm fucking killing myself here. I had New Gods #1 in a 9.0. Again, because I'm not like I'm definitely an idiot for doing this, but I'm not one of those people that push like to sell, like to get like the most out of it, right? I think I sold New Gods #1 in a 9.0 for like $200.
Whoa, that's good coin.
During the heyday, like boom, COVID.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's good coin because I think right now a 9.0 you could probably pick it up for about $100.
New Gods or am I thinking of the wrong book?
Sorry, I'm talking New Gods 2.
I'm talking about New Gods #1.
Yeah, 1. I'm not too sure what that is way over $200 in a 9.
Yeah, man. First cover appearance of Darkseid. Yeah, that's 9.8. Like even like, how do you get a 9.8 in that book? But damn.
Yeah, very hard, of course, but. Like I was telling you, we were talking at Terrificon, and I was like, dude, Amazing Spider-Man 61, first cover appearance of Gwen Stacy, like so underappreciated, and I'm totally going to pick it up. That's what I did.
You put me on to that book. That's like one I want to get for my kids so bad. Just like you open my eyes to that book, and that's an underrated key for a character that's so beloved. I'm shocked.
Absolutely. And I think this falls in the same category because, dude, a CGC 9.8 only sitting at 500. I think that's a fair price, man. I think it's a good price. It's nothing too crazy. I think it's worthy, and I would totally pick this up. Totally.
Yeah, I sold it for under $400. I remember. I'm looking at it now in the post. Yeah, that's New Gods #1. Still, like during the time, I sold it for basically nothing. But
yeah, shit ton of first appearances in there as well. But I love this one. New Gods issue 2, CGC 9.8, $500. Yes. If you guys see this, pick it up. Thank me later.
Bro, see? Not lying.
Let's see. Oh.
I think I sold both of those. I can't remember.
You're crazy.
$800?
Not bad. Well, some people spend money in different ways because check this out, guys. Wonder Woman, Agent of Peace, issue 14. We go back to 2023. It's a Jenny Frison cover, as you can see, and it is the City of Burbank special edition. Now, you guys are probably wondering what's this City of Burbank stuff. Well, I had spoken about the Batman Burbank, if you guys recall correctly, a few months ago. That was a thing. Now, I'm going to show you guys in the City of Burbank. This is, of course, within California. They have a statue that obviously, is there for Wonder Woman, and it is of this Frison cover. So this was available for those that went when they put this, they did the unveiling and all that stuff, exactly like the Batman book, and you could have picked this up. This Burbank sale was huge. I actually came across this sale earlier this morning, and I got to shout out Mr. Longshort as well, because I saw it over on his Instagram right before I was going live, and I'm like, dude, I'm talking about this one tonight, man, because yeah, dude, these are big sales, wonderful sales, a great piece of history here to have in your collection. And a raw sale of this book, dude, raw $1,300. That's not chump change. Dude. That's big coin. Big coin.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the sales data on this, but that just seems crazy. Is it one of those kind of like fishy kind of sales? Like, is it just a one-off?
No, this is just very hard to come across. Like I said, when they did the unveiling in Burbank, California, very few actually got copies of this, and there's not many out there. There's not many. So it's one of those. Like I said, there's the Batman issue as well. For I think it was the first appearance of Hush? I think it was that one. But anyways, the Batman Burbank one, yeah, it is the first appearance of Hush. That one too goes for a crazy premium, dude. It goes for a crazy price. They're very, very hard to come across. When those sales take place, they're always monstrous, exactly like this.
Is it a similar cover to like the first Hush?
No, it's a totally different cover.
Different. I'd be curious to see that one. I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, it's a Jim Lee one. Jim Lee, if I'm not mistaken. Here, I'll show you right now, man. Guys, we're here to hang out, man. We're here to hang out. So let's
I'd be interested, because I've always wanted a first Hush. Just, I mean, it's not nothing that I'm dying for, but I just always thought it'd be decent to have in the PC. You always hear rumors about him, but yeah, I've never seen the that cover that you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's Batman 608. Here, I'll just show you very quickly.
Oh, 608, like you mean that Jim Lee one that's really popular? That 608? Oh no, I've never seen that one.
So this is the Burbank one, and like I said, this is when they did the unveiling of the Batman statue that's in Burbank as well. They did the same thing. This was a celebration. They gave away the comics, with the print of 608. And dude, it's crazy. Like I said, these are very hard to come across. You can almost never see these sales take place, and when they do, they're huge. They're absolutely monstrous, as you can see.
You know, it was probably wouldn't be too hard to find initially at like pawn shops around like Cali at that time.
Yeah, look at this. 9.6 3 on census, 9.8 3 on census, 9.4 1 on census. Yeah, $4,500. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that. All grades, 48 of them in existence. Ah, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I could totally understand why you could see a big portion of these here in signatures, right? Like, I would totally get this signed by Jim Lee. It goes without saying. Yeah, without saying. But anyways, that was the Wonder Woman Agent of Peace issue 14, raw, selling at $1,300, man. Absolutely crazy. But guys, that was the market report. Oh, Greg. I don't know why, man. I feel like tonight's hot topics are gonna get pretty fucking spicy, man.
That's why I had to take a hit, because I gotta get him. Like, I gotta get talkative, so I had to take a hit.
Yeah. Well, it's time for hot topics, bro. You ready?
Bro, born ready.
Fucking vamos, baby. Oh, yeah. Hot topics, baby. And this is going to be a pretty interesting one. I think we're going to go back and forth on a lot of shit. You know, Greg and I, we're boys. Sometimes we see eye to eye. Sometimes we got to tie up in the middle of Terrificon. That's how we do things. So, lots of things, like I said at the beginning of the show, took place within the week while I was away. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, I was sipping on some pina coladas on the beach. Well, let me tell you, dude, some of those things. I was like, man, I cannot wait to talk about these. Luckily, the drinks keep flowing, so we're going to be in good times tonight. So let's kick it off. First thing, DC's planning the 100th anniversary in 2035, but, dude, they're losing the rights.
What?
To Batman and Superman. That's right.
Who's gonna own it?
Public domain. It's public domain. 100 years. That's how shit works. Damn. And we're living these times, which I'm not comfortable with, but you gotta understand, right? Public domain. Does this open the doors to many other things taking place within comics? Yeah, totally does. Will we see more Batman in
Everything.
Marvel? Maybe. But check this out, okay? Besides them losing the rights, DC's completely taking over for San Diego Comic-Con this year. They've got so much stuff going. It's so cool what they're doing to start, kick off the countdown to their 100th year. They're going to be at year 90 here with this. And they announced this year at San Diego Comic-Con will be intended to start the run-up and build a campaign towards DC Comics' 100th anniversary in 1935. Which is also the year that DC will lose copyrights to Batman as seen in Detective Comics 27. Superman, the year before that, is going to be lost. The Joker, the year after. And Wonder Woman, the year after that. At which point, Marvel will be able to put Batman in X-Men if they want. Superman in the Avengers if they wish. The Joker in anything. Greg, as a DC fan, I can see you cringing. I can feel you. I almost feel like your butthole squeezed up. What's up?
No, not for the reason you're thinking. Honestly, dude, it's like for a person who's all about like free market, I just feel like it's like you just slut it out. It's kind of like Steamboat Willie. It's like it's Mickey Mouse is everywhere or Steamboat Willie is everywhere. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to necessarily hurt anything hobby related, but I don't know. I actually think it's going to diminish perhaps like the legacy of it all. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but it is what it is. Nothing can be done. What do you think?
DC does have good lawyers, that's for sure. But look, I'm excited to see what's gonna take place at San Diego Comic-Con. Right? They've got a lot going on over there. They're setting up with
you asked me answer. How do you feel about it, jackass? You just skimmed right over that.
If DC lost, if Batman became public,
and it ends up in everything.
By the way, I kind of agree with Lord of Brooklyn. I'm sure they might find a way to extend this somehow. Maybe. But if they don't, it happens, guys.
I know, of course it happens. But what do you like? Do you think it's a net positive or net negative?
I think it sucks.
I really think it sucks. You agree with me?
No, I do. Like, I don't want to see fucking Batman in a Vampirella. I don't want to see Batman fucking. Just that random
like everywhere. Like there's gonna be a different game every other day in an app. Like it's like I don't know.
Like already when fucking Mickey Mouse.
That's what I just said.
Like you were saying, dude, became public domain. Everybody had a field day, man. We got like Mickey Mouse.
And now like nothing.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't want to see that take place. But besides that, like I said, there's a lot happening for San Diego Comic-Con. DC's got a lot of big plans. I was just checking out an article by Bleeding Cool where they broke down a lot of their plans throughout the weekend. They're going to be starting to talk about the upcoming titles for Absolute Universe, which I'm really excited about because the Absolute Universe has been amazing. I've seen your hauls, bro. I know you're enjoying this Absolute stuff. So, the expansion of this, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not like a person. I'm always going to be like ride or die. I'll call shit out. Like a lot of the Absolute stuff, it's good. I'm not crazy about all of it. Like even like Batman, like I thought there were more hit misses than it's starting to pick up now, like a lot better. But I don't know. Overall, I think it's good. Here's the thing. When it comes to like creative, that's another issue kind of with society when things kind of get like so overly like politically correct. Without the ability to take a risk, you kind of like inhibit, like you stunt like ingenuity and like people that want to take risks when you're always trying to keep everything status quo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever, bro. I don't know. It is what it is.
I'm not worried. I think it's going to be annoying because, yes, with public domain, we'll see a little more of these characters in titles that we don't entirely want to see. Do I want to see Carnage and Joker come face to face? Sure, I think that would be fun. But at the end of the day, there's only so much of that I do want to see. You know what I mean? Like, give me a one-off, that's cool. But after that, I don't want to see much more. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I agree. And I agree with what she is saying. That's what I mean. Like with the Absolute stuff, there's stuff that's good and there's stuff that's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, lots to look forward to when it comes to San Diego Comic-Con because there is a full reveal of the panels that are taking place over at San Diego Comic-Con on behalf of DC, which you guys can go check out, or if you want, we'll check it out together. But there's a lot going on. There's so much going on.
What I will say, sorry to cut you, at least from like a fun, like spec wise, if they do it proper in terms of like writing, like dope covers, like an art, the absolute Joker book, if that like, it's going to be, I think, crazy. Like, you have so much you can do there in terms of just like twisting things.
And dude, the build to Joker has been incredible. Like it's not one of those where it's been thrown at us, right?
No.
Like they're slowly building this. Like we're what, almost a year in now when it comes to the Absolute Universe, and we've yet to really get Joker. So I think once that does come to play, I think things are going to take off significantly. And I agree with you. I think that's just
it might be like the bigger, because I think even though it's not crazy money, Absolute Batman, I think the number one is the most, I guess, profitable one. I guess you'd say that's more far in the second.
For now, people are sleeping.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, I think Joker might have the potential, again, if done properly with the art, like the cover, the story that they're going to give to it. I think that can turn some heads. Yeah,
Lefteros says it in our group chat all the time, and I agree with him because this is something we all have said a few times. But Absolute Batman issue 2 is another one that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, and when that does take off, well, consider yourself warned. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, man, very interesting to see this. I hope, like I said, guys, check out the San Diego Comic-Con stuff. Lots of great stuff coming out of DC. All right. Very minor news, but we'll skim through it anyways. PSA authentication is apparently coming soon because, through conversation on social media, I know you guys are not fans of the label. Neither am I. But apparently the autograph authentication will not be present at launch now because we are July 13. The launch is happening this week, if I'm not mistaken. However, they're going to be adding the service later this year. Greg, I haven't heard your side yet when it comes to PSA.
I mean, we've kind of all talked about it in the group chats, right? I mean, look, competition is good. I've always said that the CBCS slabs are better than CGC, right? It's just the market that, says that CGC is the shit. Yep. Now, I've heard great things about the PSA case. I absolutely think they should have kept the prototype label. I think so many people jumped at it by saying it looked exactly like the card, but I actually think that's kind of cool because imagine having like the card of the character and then like a book side by side. Whereas now with this, it looks like a bad attempt, like on a Word doc using paint instead of like the latest. That white, it just doesn't. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of the label. I would still give it a shot just to see what it's like, but I hear the slabs are incredible, and yeah, man. I mean, it's cool. Let's see what happens. There is an opportunity here for them to maybe grab a bit of the market. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yep. Time will tell for sure. But guys, if you were wondering if they're going to be offering the authentication, well, they pretty much confirmed it. So it is going to happen. It seems like it's going to be later this year. So keep an eye out for that. That's pretty much the only reason why I included this on the on the slides tonight. But let's get into the spicy stuff. I want to get juicy, caliente. Let's go, because Nathan SZERDY, guys, I don't know if you saw this, but he ain't down with TidalWave fame books. That's right. He says those fame books, not touching those in a million years, nor getting near them. If I find you are a retailer that carries them, he's out. Now, apparently he's taken this post down since posting it. TidalWave's been getting a lot of heat in the last couple of months, man. Like, I think it's safe to say, Greg, you and I know many people who feel a certain way as well when it comes to TidalWave. Personally, I don't fuck with the books. I don't care. It's not for me, but it might be for you. I will never tell anybody. Whatever you're buying is trash. If you like it, that's all that matters, dude. As long as you're still buying shit within the hobby, I'm kind of happy. Yeah. But SZERDY coming out to say this, I don't know exactly what transpired here, because like I said, man, TidalWave's been getting a lot of heat because of what they do, right? The IP infringement shit, or they're just printing books with IPs on them. They'll take, make a fame Robert Downey Jr. and boom, throw him in as Dr. Doom on that cover. Get away with it. You know what I mean? Like,
And
Marvel doesn't say.
how are they able to get away with it though so blatantly? They just changed something. It's kind of like how the Epic stuff was going, like with like the
Because
way.
what they end up doing is kind of taking the book and making it kind of like a biography, right? So
Oh,
they're allowed to do that, right?
right.
Now again, there's nothing, if you guys like that, it's cool. Like I said, it's not for me, it might be for you. But Zerdy's saying this. I was wondering where this came from. Did something happen? Was there a conversation, or is it because of that stuff? I know not too long ago, guys, unfortunately, it happened to one of the nicest people when it comes to retailers, when it comes to the hobby, Bird City. There was that incident with Gallagher. You heard Laura. The episode is there. If ever you guys want to go back to watch it, feel free to do so. It was very transparent, but it is a practice that a lot of people are shaming in the hobby, right? A lot of people are vocal on social media. A lot of people, you know, really expressing their feelings when it comes to it. One, what do you think of it? And two, what do you think of Zerdy's approach here?
I mean, we kind of all just said it right now. Like to me, like, yeah, it's kind of corny because, you know, you want artists and to be paid and the people that you're using their images and whatnot to be paid. But I mean, it's fine that, you know, that Zerdy wanted to come out and kind of have a position on it. I don't care enough to really care about it. You know what I mean? Like, I know I saw like Justin like posted about it. That's how I heard about it. But I mean, like, just it's not worth my time. And that's not like an arrogant thing. I don't like, it's stupid. So I just don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah. Now, what I find interesting is those of you guys who are Zerdy fans, I'm sure you're familiar with his work, right? He does great covers, dude. Like on some DC books and etc. Like I love Zerdy stuff. Even on Marvel, he does exclusives for Marvel as well. Like you can find some of those out there. Great covers, but Zerdy himself, dude, he's known for drawing his women, right? Like he does the Zerdy girls. That's what he's known for. And when you look at the Zerdy girls here, I'll show you guys very quickly. He's pretty much doing more or less the same thing when it comes to this, right? Because
good point.
He's got
Those are all Disney characters.
Yeah, these are all Disney characters. You got Snow White. Exactly. So I don't know if this was a stance where he was taking, where he came in saying, yo, he doesn't want to be part of any of this copyright, IP, whatever stuff that's going on. That is literally Jigglypuff right there, dude. Like he drew Jigglypuff. You know what I mean? What a nice set of tits, but I mean,
well, then that's a little hypocritical, right? Like
it does come off that way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Again, I didn't see, you know, this part of it all, but again, because I just don't like, to me, it's just not worth it. The things I want enjoy about the hobby, this isn't just something to occupy my time with, but it's definitely, you know, not a good look if you're calling it out and you're kind of doing it.
No, he didn't say it directly that this was the reason, but I found it interesting because, like I said, the real reason why most people are kind of coming at TidalWave is because of their practices when it comes to how they're, you know, putting out such covers with IPs on them. And, you know, kind of like you said, these are Disney characters, right? So
yeah,
very interesting. I'm curious to know more. Like I said, unfortunately, he has taken the post down. So when
Justin in the chat's got a good point. You know, when it comes down to money, that's when kind of everyone starts to kind of peek their head. So I mean,
it could be. It really could be, man. So I'm wondering if it's that. I don't know if it's the IP thing. A lot of talk around, you know, the socials is that people were saying maybe it's because of the IP stuff, and I found that strange because when I look at his stuff,
Derek's right.
It's more or less the same shit. But anyways, found it interesting. Just wanted to put that out there. So if you guys saw it or missed it, whatever it is, that's what we came across when it comes to Zerdy and TidalWave. Now, CGC. Oh, yeah. They're dropping their first fucking exclusive, bruh. Look at this, man. Surprise. Introducing CGC's very own DC Comics variant cover exclusive to this year's San Diego Comic-Con. Only available to first come, first serve submitters at our San Diego Comic-Con booths, which are 901 4315. You could take home the sweet book featuring a doggable art. Oh, I see what they did there. That's terrible. By the incomparable Dan Mora. Yes, Dan Mora. Now, the book's apparently limited to 3,000. crypto. You got crypto labels there as well. They're going to be available. CGC dropping their first exclusive. Man, is this going to be something we're going to see more of on behalf of CGC? Are they going to enter the variant comic space?
I mean, the whole numbers thing, we already know how that goes, so we don't got to go over that again. Like, I doubt there's 3,000 of these books only. I mean, the rare ones are going to be the low grades, probably, because the CGC is going to make them all very nice. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, look, it's good, like marketing and promotion and whatnot, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Look, I don't think it's an issue. I know a lot of people were out with the pitchforks when it comes to CGC dropping their own comic. It's cool. It's cool, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm not saying it's not pitchfork mentality. I'm not saying it's just like it doesn't. Again, it's one of those things where it's like whatever. You know what I mean? It's something to talk about. People are gonna have issues with it. Others are gonna love it. It's just for me, the whole thing when you're talking about just grading in general, aside from all the craziness that's happened, is you just want like consistency, like a streamlined consistency with like how things are graded truthfully. I'm sure we're going to get into what you mentioned a 9.9 earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, yep. I think what would be best is just consistent grading. You know what I'm saying? And no more like shenanigans.
Bro, I'm sorry. Trev takes it, man. It's going to be hilarious when one of these books get banana. I hope that doesn't happen. Absolutely. But Greg, I agree with you, dude. Look, as long as there's no fuckery happening with these books, you know what I mean? Just because it's their exclusive, I still imagine they're going to continue to grade these just like a regular book.
Why? But it's a book where you know if it's a little bit beat up, it's there, but you send it in. I'm not saying they're going to give a mashed up copy a 9.8, but if you got a beat up copy, you know they're probably going to be more likely to give it a better grade than a lower grade. You know?
Yeah, I like what Kilted Corgi is saying. One stop shop, skip the retailer. But yeah, dude, look, if they continue to go this route, I don't see an issue with it as long as, like I said, there's no weirdness going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But I hope they exactly, guys. Grading will always be subjective. It won't be consistent ever.
But when I say about like streamlining it and being consistent, I don't, because I agree it is subjective, and until the AI aspect of it perfects it, I'm not totally the grader. It didn't get laid in a bad mood, you know. You're getting a trash grade, but I just mean like consistent on like when you know there's a book that should be a 9.8 or better, and it comes back like a 9.4, 9. It's like what, like how, you know what I mean? Like I've seen beat up books get high grades and then high book grades get low. That's what I mean. And again, of course, subjective, but
yeah,
that's what I mean.
As Chia said, boxing, judging, skating, gymnastics, all subjective. I think we all agree Mike Tyson should have won against Jake Paul, right? That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
I mean, using it for fighting is a little different because there is a criteria to follow, but
of course,
sure, there's aspects that could be subjective. Yeah.
No, for sure. But very interesting. Now, we spoke CGC, the grading and the consistencies. Well, let's have fun with this one, guys, because you have the ultimate Fallout 4 CGC 9.9 ticks people off. Yes, there's a pun there because we got the first ever 9.9 that came back from CGC and ironically is immediately going for up for auction. We've seen some of these 9.8s hit impressive numbers throughout the pandemic. It has come down. Now, the question was always, dude, what's this going to be when it hits a 9.9? I guess we're going to find out. But what's very strange about this, man, the 9.9 has a very visible tick on this. And what's interesting, for me at least, is yes, I know Matt Nelson has openly said on several shows that 9.9s can have a tick. There's nothing wrong with the tick. But I have seen on social media, on eBay, on everywhere, dude, some copies here of the Ultimate Fallout 4 that are way cleaner without a spine tick. You look at this 9.9 copy, dude, and the serial number is right there. If you want, you guys can check it out. But if you look at it, man, I've seen cleaner copies in 9.8.
You know, I have a few of these, okay? And I'm very upfront, especially with grading. Like I'm very conservative. I'm not one of those people that thinks everything's high. I only submit something that looks damn near flawless. bro, if this is a 9.9, my UF4s are a 10, 9.9 to a 10. Like, I mean, for sure, at least one. I have one. I have three, but I know one has like nothing on it whatsoever. Like nothing. Like it's perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, yes, I caught the video when I love Automatic Comics, by the way, guys. If you're not following him over on YouTube, please do so. But yeah, he thinks it would go for 20K or more. And I could see that happening. I could see that happening, dude. It's when I was watching the video and he said that, I was kind of like, COVID, yeah, I would see it. But then the more I think about it, man, being the sole 9.9 out there,
Yeah.
even in today's times, guys, I could see it hitting the 15 to 20 mark, man. It would not surprise me one bit.
Cliff made a good point, though, right? It's also just CGC keeping themselves in the news. Like, whatever, bro. Like I said, mine are a 10 then. I got 2 10s.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at is I've personally seen 9er copies. I know Kilted Corgi says that he would give this a 9.9 as well. And again, according to Matt Nelson, I agree. When it comes to the one tick, the book is clean. There's nothing wrong with it. But I have seen cleaner books in 9.8.
That's the reason why I can't agree with what Matt said. With like Kilted Corgi saying, like, no disrespect, but like, how can books with 0 ticks on it be a 9.8 then?
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason why I can't get, because I'm gonna use your like track record, right? What I've seen. I'm not basing this off of my opinion. I've always seen clean 9.8s, right?
Yep.
So how can this be a 9.9?
And I think it kind of gives me a little bit of an appreciation for what PSA's approach is going to be when they start their grading, when they give you either a 9.8 or a 10. There's no in between, dude. Like a 10, it's because the book is fucking flawless, is what I'm assuming. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. And 9.8 is going to have some defects on it. Now, they've broken down how their grading system is. You can check it on the website. But when we flip back to CGC, it's just kind of interesting because, like I said, we have seen much cleaner copies and they all come back 9.8. There's been several periods of time where, you get back a 9.8, you don't even get notes on this. And now I would want, if I had a 9.8, I would want to know why the fuck did I get a 9.8 if there's no spine ticks, it's a clean copy, there's no finger marks, it's pressed, it's clean, it's perfect, there's nothing wrong with it. What the hell, right?
Dude, I'm so confident. Like, I'm gonna let this one exist, and then after it sells and all that hype, that I'm so confident then that I would resubmit my 9.8. Like, if this is a 9.9, I would resubmit mine.
Yeah.
But Chia's also makes a good point, because this happened in my book. I sent in when I got that Biker Mice from Mars #1, which was clean. I sent it in. It was all the cases got damaged in transit. So obviously it was like whatever mechanical defect, whatever they call it. So my guy sent it back in, and they damaged a little bit. It's still a mint 9.8, 100%, especially compared to this 9.9. But they did damage it, encapsulating it.
Yeah, exactly. And Derek, exactly, dude. The whole point here is now thousands of 9.8s are going to get resubmitted because we've seen, dude, the census, it's fucking, there's so many
Derek hit
on the census. So is that what's going to happen? People are going to see this and they're going to say, well, fuck, if this is a 9.9, I may as well just resubmit, right? You just said it yourself. You would send your books in just because you see they're giving away 9.9s now.
Well, I'm not saying giving it away, but like if this is a 9.9, then I got a 10, bro. And I'm never that type to say that, but I'm that confident. If this is a 9.9, I have a 9.9 or a 10. Like nothing on my UF4, 0.
Yeah. Well, if you do send them in, I'm curious to see what's gonna.
Yeah, I would definitely, for sure, hook you up.
Yeah, but very interesting, guys. I appreciate the chat chiming in here because it is interesting to see. I would love to hear more about this, but I guess we'll see what it sells for. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on the sale and see from there, man.
Is it at auction yet? Like, what's the deal with it?
I believe it's going up for auction. I don't know when, if it's already started, but I believe it's going to be auctioned very soon. Derek's saying if they give you a 9.9, guess what? They make 4% of fair market value instead of $35. Wow. So that sucks. Sucks.
That's
yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. But anyways, enough CGC talk. Let's get into it, guys. Damn. Superman. Yes. Damn. If you haven't watched the movie, look, I think we can go about this
without a spoiler. Like, there's not really like a crazy spoiler in the movie. There's one, but now it's all over social media.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I want to keep it spoiler free. You and I haven't had any conversation. This is the first time you and I talk about this movie.
Yeah, we've been holding off. Every time we chat in the DMs, we like don't talk about this.
Bro, you know what? I just learned live on stream that you watched it twice, not once, twice.
I would have been 3. I got screwed on Friday, so I went Saturday. I actually watched it twice in less than 24 hours because the 10 whatever show ended after midnight, and then I brought the family at the 6 whatever it was 7. So I watched it twice in less than 24 hours.
But let's keep it spoiler free. Let's keep it spoiler free.
Again, I don't think there's much to really spoil. And again, the one thing that I'm thinking that I won't say, like, you know, like near the end, like now the photos are everywhere. So I mean, but yeah, I'm not going to get into the specifics.
So, Ozzy, you can stick around. I'm not going to spoil anything. If you're already gone, well, I hope you have a good night, sir. Nothing but love. But I want to get into this on an overall because I see so much back and forth on social media that I think we need to have this discussion.
Yeah.
You're a big fan, DC fan, big fan of Batman, Superman, all the goods. And dude, so am I, man. I enjoy this, but walking into this movie, I went in to this. First of all, I was on vacation all week. I avoided my phone like there was, you know, it didn't exist, right? Used it for pictures, barely used internet. So if I wasn't responding to anybody, I apologize. But I wanted to walk into a movie without knowing anything. And I gotta say, for the first time in a long time, because most movies, I pretty much already know what's gonna take place, I was pretty much impressed. You watched it twice, dude. Did you enjoy it more the second time around?
Okay, so am I allowed to go on a tangent? Yeah, Mark, we know. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent. Can I do that?
Yeah, of course, go.
Okay. So I appreciate you you waiting to do this with me, and I want the chat to get in on this, okay, as well.
Yes.
But I also want to know what the hell Chia's talking about. I threw shade, he said. Before, what did I throw shade at? I haven't said anything negative. But
no, he's joking.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try and articulate myself well because there's a lot here. Okay. Yeah. And I saw it twice. Yeah. I'm a DC guy, but obviously I want all this stuff to do well, right? We're tribal by nature. So whatever. I'm a DC guy. It's like Tupac and Biggie. You can only pick one before, you know, Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels. So I'm going to say things that are going to be like hypocritical at times. They might contradict one another, but that's also, I think, the complexity of the character. Like he's such like a good guy. Like I'm a heel. I prefer heels. Like there's so many layers, even to a good guy character, there's so many layers to it. Like that's why to me, Batman's my guy. Like he has that darkness. Superman is like good, like so good, right? So the movie, first of all, I'll say this. I watched the first one in 3D the first time. I would not recommend that. I know they say it's like meant for 3D. Really, that doesn't matter. And I find it to be more distracting because immediately, subconsciously, like your brain is anticipating something to be different, like to be perceived differently. Okay. I watched it for the second time today and I enjoyed it more without it. So when I walked out of the theater yesterday, and people might be surprised because they think I'm always going to just support everything DC, and I'm not. When I
hate 3D, by the way.
Yeah, it was the only one available, so we had to go that route. When I left the movie theater yesterday, again, I enjoyed the movie, but I was like, this is like a 7.5 for me yesterday. The movie. Watching it again today, I'm comfortable at like an 8. I thought the movie was very good. But here's the thing. Superman is such a hard character to like write because he is so good. But I had so much faith and trust in James Gunn because I knew he'd be able to humanize him. Now, this is where the hypocritical, contradictory stuff comes in. When I would talk with people before and I'd be like, the problem with Superman is he's very strong. Like, he needs to be more human-like. Well, it's like, well, duh, he's not a human. Like, yeah, okay, obviously he's not a human. And I understand that James Gunn wanted him to be more human-like and beatable. The negative, though, I felt like he was a bit of a bitch, like getting beat up like crazy. Like, I get it. You want to make him beatable. I just thought he looked weak at times, like weaker than he should have.
Yeah.
But overall, I kind of felt James Gunn is also really good at bringing secondary characters to the forefront. Like the MVPs are Mr. Terrific and Lex Luthor in this movie for me.
Sure.
So even though David is incredible, like he's Superman to me. No shit. I loved Cavill, but again, 3 inches taller, 10 years younger. He's Superman. Like when I watched it, I didn't think I was watching anything but Superman. So he's great. The chemistry was great. Good looking cast, males and females.
Even Guy Gardner.
No, but I'm just saying, like it was really like, basically this is a great like setup movie. Like this is a great starting point. Like, hey, everyone knows who Superman is. Let's build up everybody. It's almost like when you have the mouthpiece manager for the worker who can wrestle but can't really talk, right? I'm not saying he didn't do his job, but he had such a strong supporting cast that it elevated the movie, and he was great as Superman. It's just I also didn't know what to expect. That's what I mean. Like it's hard to do a Superman movie, but then it's also much lighter. Like even like color editing, the way it's colored, like there's so many bright, vibrant colors compared to like Man of Steel, which is darker.
Yeah.
So I mean, here's other thing I got to touch on, because people, again, like I'm openly Christian conservative type of person, but like there's nothing woke about this movie at all. Like the idiots that are like peddling this idea of it being a woke movie, there's absolutely nothing woke about this movie whatsoever. I think it provides a great starting point, a great even like look, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. How many people were hating before it, and then when you get into the movie, how much fun was he in the movie?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, so I mean, I know I rambled a bit. I went on a tangent, but you know what else it did? This will be my last point. And this is not a knock on Superman. It made me want Batman even more now. I don't know why, because think of the contrast, like Matt Reeves' world. And I get it. I know James Gunn has his vision for the DCU, but imagine like that dark Matt Reeves type Batman, even if it's not Robert Pattinson, and him just interacting. It made me, and you know what else it really made me want? I really want to see Joker and Lex on screen. Like it did so much for so here we go. I'm more hyped now. So maybe I liked it more than I thought. I thought it was a great reintroduction to the DCU. I just still think it's very hard to make a flawless Superman movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I do.
I would love to get everyone's weigh in. Am I off? Am I on point?
Nah, dude. So I'm gonna give you my side, and I'll tell you what I think, because I think you are on. You're spot on. Yeah. But there's a lot more to this that I think people are overlooking. We could start with example. You said the woke bullshit. I a lot of this stuff I'm seeing online is pretty fucking idiotic when it comes to people saying, yeah, but now it's about an immigrant, and then guys, Superman from 1938 has been an immigrant. He is never part of Earth.
But it's not even like a focal point. Like, yeah, okay, because the term illegal alien and he's an alien. They don't even draw parallels. Like, sure, you could draw your own parallels, but there's nothing in this movie that there's nothing political about it.
No.
Like,
zero.
That drove me crazy.
Zero. Like, and you know something? You know something, Greg? One thing this movie did for me, and in a long time when it comes to comic book movies, is it took me out of my world.
Yeah.
And brought me to theirs, right? This felt like something totally different where I was in their world, and I didn't feel anything that related to what was happening in today's times. Now, when you want to talk comparisons, I know we're going to start. I'm going to start with all the shit surrounding it, and then I'll talk the movie. You want to talk Snyderverse versus this. Guys, I get it. Man of Steel is a great movie. I actually watched it last night. I loved Man of Steel. But Man of Steel was fitting for the DC universe at that point in time with the dark tone and everything that was going on with it. Here, we have a whole new take on this where it was nothing but joy, hope. This is what Superman is. He's a symbol of fucking hope. And I had that feeling throughout the entire movie. I had the joy. I had all of that. And when I got to the end of the movie, I was like, damn, that was really good. Now, were there flaws with the movie? Absolutely. I won't break it down. I won't break down all of the things that I thought were flaws, but they weren't flaws that were enough to bother me. Now, one thing I want to put out there is that people compare this movie, ironically, because the MCU, when it kicked off with Iron Man, right? That, well, theoretically speaking, it's actually Incredible Hulk, but Iron Man really set this pace for the MCU, right? It set it up. Iron Man was a movie that was Iron Man based. It was about a character, simply about him and nothing else. There was no world building. This movie kicked off a world, right? They threw you characters, but it worked.
A lot of characters.
There were characters that that felt thrown in. You know exactly which characters. When they appeared, I was like, okay, where the fuck are they coming from? How are, Superman and him and that guy and that guy and that girl connected? How did they meet? I don't know what's going on, but
It worked.
throughout the movie, you grow to love them. You grow to love them, and the characters really stick with you. So James Gunn, world building, we saw it with Guardians of the Galaxy. Gave us the fucking characters nobody gave a shit about, except for those who were reading Guardians of the Galaxy throughout time. 100%. And lo and behold, became household names, dude. Fucking Baby Groots were selling everywhere. Rocket Raccoon was probably the most loved, especially after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Everybody felt for Rocket Raccoon. It was always about Rocket. Now, when you get to this movie, I told you earlier throughout the show, or I think it was beforehand, how I went around the entire goddamn island of where I live, Laval, to look for fucking plushies of Superman. Why? Because I brought my kids. And what have my kids been doing since the second the movie ended? They've been telling me, Daddy, pick me up, make me fly like Superman. Can we go get a fucking Superman plushie? Yeah, absolutely. Good luck finding them. The marketing for this has been shit when it comes to Walmart, when it comes to GameStop, when it comes to Toys R Us. Nothing is carrying anything outside of the cinemas, man. So you guys got to get your asses to theaters if you want to pick up anything, at least here where I live. Now, the kids loved this. I loved this. That symbol of hope. Only thing I'll spoil, but it's not really a spoiler, is a line that was said, although some people might find it cheesy. But it was a conversation had between Lois and Superman, where he said, sorry, she calls him out for not being punk rock.
Yeah.
Right? And he responds that maybe being good is the most punk rock thing that you can do right now, because that's basically going against the grain. If there's anything in that film that connected to our world, especially the society we live in right now, where everybody's so fucking negative, full of shit. And I say this out of good intentions, guys. Like, you go on social media, it's one of the most brutal places.
It's not the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the real world.
And then when you go out into the real world, man, people have forgotten how to be kind, how to have manners, just be human, civil. People don't even have conversations anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's over social media. You're face to face with somebody, they're almost awkward. And he's right when he says the most punk rock thing that you could do right now is go against the grain and be good. Being good is considered the fucking abnormal thing. That is the world we live in right now. And I thought that was the most powerful line throughout the entire movie. That is Superman. That is hope. That is the perfect symbol right there. And I think James Gunn did a great job with that.
The ultimate baby face. No, for sure, bro. And that's the thing. And that, again, I was really on board with this when this whole thing first got announced. So I did some digging on him, and I when people were really upset at first, especially not just the Snyder cult people, but people just about Cavill. Even my wife's she's I still prefer Cavill. She's even though I like this Superman, I just like Cavill, right? It's just I knew he was going to be able, that Gunn was going to be able to draw the emotion. There's a lot of emotions in this movie. There's times where you nothing is happening, the music, even the lines, you feel something in your heart, right? And that's what makes a great movie. And that's what I knew David was going to be able to do, that I don't think Henry Cavill was able to, personally. Now, to go back to what Trek was saying, he mentioned a thing about kids when they go out in out of the movie and they want to fly like Superman. And this is not a negative thing. Maybe this is the building that James Gunn's doing. But back to what I was saying about him getting beat up a lot, even though there was monumental moments, I guess we got to be patient. I can't wait to see him when he's charged up, and then he gets at it, that heroic thing, you know what I'm saying, that, because a lot of times he's getting saved a lot, he's in trouble needing help.
Yes.
And, you know what I'm saying?
And I was having that conversation today with Chiapet, and I was telling him, I said, throughout the movie, it kind of feels that way, where you're not getting the OP Superman who is if you go back to watch Man of Steel, go back to watch Justice League, Superman's cold as fuck, dude. You watch it, he's cold. He's not the symbol of hope, dude. He doesn't give you that.
Yeah.
He's cold, he's overpowered, and he's there to fuck shit up. And although I appreciate that, because that is pretty much Superman. Yes, he's overpowered, but this side of Superman is the one I've read throughout comics, where it's you know, he's that symbol of hope. He's refraining and hoping for the other side to
Yeah,
see the
for
good at all
betterment to
times.
prevail. Yeah,
Exactly, right?
yeah.
And
They've compared him to like Jesus. Like there is like a parallel where people
yes,
they do compare like that his like attitude to the world of like hoping the good comes out of everybody and yada yada yada. Um, yeah, I mean it's and look, sorry to cut you off, but back you made a good point bringing up the conversations with Lois and Clark, and also kudos to them because even though most people knew, I appreciated that Gunn for the first time in a film explained like the glasses and like
yeah,
people because a lot of casuals don't know that. But either way, back to Lois and Clark. There was even sometimes I was seeing leading up to I guess people that got early screenings that concerned me, like about long dialogue between Clark and Lois. Even though it was important, there were scenes where it was quite long. But here's my take on that. I think Gunn very much wants to establish long term how important the relationship between Lois and Clark is. And anybody who's on in the chat that's worked in film or anything, giving like two actors that amount of dialogue time in a film doesn't matter if it's a 2 hour film or hour and a half. Like that's a lot. That's a commitment. So James Gunn is making a commitment to Lois and Clark in his world.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm just saying like that's something I picked up on, and I'm shocked that people were disappointed. I actually thought you got a lot of good, dude. Like that, me, Mr. like tough guy, like that shit ate me up, bro. Like
yeah,
that's the new punk rock. Like there now that I'm thinking back, because I told you again, I enjoyed it better the second time, and I'm not going to be like those. I'm sure people assume I'd be like 10s, all 10s. Like maybe it's an 8.5. I don't know, but I feel good at the score in that. But I'm even more so excited for what's to come and how exciting this is going to be. Like it's just so refreshing. And I even hope that Fantastic Four can piggyback off of it. I know whatever there's hits and misses, and they've been on like a different path kind of thing. But you hope that if the trajectory for both DC and Marvel are like upwards, like that'll be great. You know?
yeah. Now, there's many things within the film. Like I said, there are its flaws, right? I'm not gonna give it a grade, but the flaws that were there didn't bother me. Like I said, there's things that feel rushed. You know, Chi and I were talking today. It could be that there were a lot of things that were cut out. I'm pretty sure there was more to this film, but you know, you have to factor we're at 2 hours, right? Yeah, I think Chi is even saying this now. If anything, Gunn should have added more scenes together, another
Yeah.
scene in the farm at least, because yeah, man, with his parents, dude, we
Yeah.
didn't get much. Now the ending was amazing, which I won't share, but it is important to creating the character, as Chia is saying, and that is one thing I felt lacked. Did we see things thrown in? Yeah, but it worked on the long haul. When you get to the end of the film, you're like, okay, cool, this works. Let's move forward. We're skipping through a lot of things here. But we're not getting the first meeting of Lois and Clark Kent. No, they're already
Yeah.
at the point where they've got their fling. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but they're still fresh too, though, eh? Like it's not
yeah,
like
no, for sure. But what I'm saying is James Gunn had to build an entire world out
yeah
of this film.
in one movie.
Whereas people comparing this to Iron Man don't understand that Iron Man set up Iron Man.
Yeah.
And what did we get? We got a post-credit scene that gave us a crumb for what's to come, right? The post-credit scenes of this film are definitely not worth it. I will tell you that. But
Well,
no, there's
oh,
nothing. The movie,
I consider the dog owner to be a big. I consider that an end credit.
yes, fine.
That got me hyped. That was my daughter's probably her favorite part outside of crypto. That was her favorite in the whole thing. That
Yeah.
seeing that.
Yeah, dude, for sure. But that's what I'm saying is the film had a lot of world building to do, right? And I think it succeeded at doing that. I think that the hype for what's to come out of DC is definitely there. I love what you just said about the contrast. Now, when you have Superman with such a positive movie giving good joy coming out of this, did it feel comic booky? I get what people meant by that. I get it now, but
I
those
didn't.
saying this on a bad side, like in a bad approach, saying that it's too comic booky, I don't like it, dude. Get serious. That was well executed. Well
Yeah,
executed.
dude, I'm telling you, the reason why it's not flawless, and again, this is It's because he's so goddamn perfect. Like, again, I told you I was going to be hypocritical, contradicting to the things I'm saying. The movie was great. I just think it's so hard to do it for like a perfect being. You know what I mean? Because as humans, we're flawed. We have all these things where this guy is trying to be so perfect. And the lines like were great, like the things he said. Like, dude, even like I can hear it in the theater. You remember when he's like, he's not even a good dog. He's like, but he's out there, he's alone, and he's probably scared. Yeah. I heard that like that breath people took in the theater.
Yes, because dude, that especially as a dog owner, that's what you feel. You're like, dude, I don't know where he's at. Dude, my dog ran out on his own. I caught him on the camera running out. Dude, I found him on the boulevard and I was gunning in my socks like to the street just to get him, because that's the fear. And you felt that in the movie, right? You immediately felt that.
Derek is bang on. Like, that's good. If it was too common, I thought it was dope, man. Like, what do you mean? And I am such a fan of Mr. Terrific. Talk about nailing a character.
Oh yeah, so good.
His intro, that scene where the scene.
Yep.
Oh my god, with the music, bro. Like, get out of here.
And I'm happy you bring that up, because the soundtrack of this film is incredible. James Gunn, you guys remember Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3 were very known for their soundtracks. You're gonna enjoy the soundtrack when it comes to the Superman movie. James Gunn, I feel like he and I have a great common style of favorites when it comes to music. And I really appreciated that particular scene you're talking about, Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific was absolutely amazing. Guy Gardner, man. My kid, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a scene with the tanks. And he looks at me laughing, and I'm like, how do you know about that? Yeah. I just learned this weekend that he knows about that. And I was like, dude, this is fun. You know what I mean? This is enjoyable. This is an enjoyable movie.
It was lighthearted too, which maybe, the other thing, again, I know, and I appreciate the conversation, but it's like, you remember how you were talking about, this is the Superman I've read in books. It's almost like a lot of comic book writers since Cavill, they've kind of like subconsciously have like darkened him up in terms of like his aggression. Like, this is Superman. Like he did it. Even though we're talking about Mr. Terrific, Lex Luthor, like great performances, David knocked this out the park. Like 100%. And I told you, even for a guy, because I was worried about, I know he got in better shape, but you know me, with my superheroes, I think you should all look like the Rock kind of thing in my mind. Like, so he put on good weight, good size. But what's awesome about David, since he is 6'4", he's a big dude. So even if you remember, even if he's only like 220 pounds, 115 pounds, with that bone structure, buddy, like in the scene when he's in the apartment with Lois, he's fucking huge.
Yeah, he towers.
Dude. Yeah, he's a big dude. So it's like, he's Superman. Like, and I think if people are just totally against it because it's not Henry Cavill, you're doing yourself like a disservice.
Yeah. I think that the way they ended the movie, the big twist in the movie, I think there's more to that that's going to be told
100%
throughout the DC universe.
They left little things, bro. There's like, oh, and by the way, hold on. Another character we didn't talk about who's so friggin' dope, the engineer. Yes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The engineer was fucking sick.
Bro, even Metamorpho, his scenes were top notch, and that's not a spoiler, guys. Everybody knows he was casted. But even his scenes were very clutch. I feel like they could have done more with Metamorpho and Superman.
I know there was a lot of cutting, maybe adding, but I know there was a ton of changes. I'm sure that the amount that they got on film is way more than what we've seen. You know what I mean? Like probably crazy scenes, right?
Of course. Now, one guy who I think deserves all the credit in the world, Lex Luthor, dude. The portrayal was great.
Yeah.
There were things that I felt, I don't know, you watch the film and he just hates him. It almost feels like an ex-girlfriend with revenge. But he genuinely hates him. Like, there's everything.
Well,
there's not even a bone in him.
Right? Do you know the story behind his casting, Nicholas Hoult?
No.
So I could be wrong, but I'm almost confident that I'm 100% right. Even though he's a great actor and James Gunn wanted him to play Lex Luthor, the thing that confirmed it, so apparently Nicholas Hoult lost the role of Batman and Superman. So Gunn wanted to draw that emotion, like, because there's always competitiveness. So he, imagine in your mind as an actor going to auditions, like you're not tied to that cast yet, and you get told no twice, like no to Batman and no to Superman. That's why that envy. Remember when he goes on that rant at the end about like envy?
Yeah.
That, like, the Gunn said he wanted to tie into what it must have felt like as a professional losing out on the. He lost out on Superman and Batman, dude.
Yep. That's an interesting story because I didn't know that. Dude, there were a lot of surprises. James Gunn bringing in the crew from MCU, a lot of his friends. Like example, I don't know if you remember Michaela. Is it Michaela Hoover? Dude, what a bombshell! The girl, the blonde girl, in the film, Cat Grant. You remember that?
Yeah.
She's a bombshell, dude. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, cast. I said very, very good looking cast all around.
Yeah, absolutely. Guy playing Jimmy Olsen did a great job.
Okay, that's the one thing though. Looked perfect, but dude, I didn't get like how all the women were like on him. Like Jimmy Olsen, wasn't he always like nerdy, dorky, like introverted kind of thing?
Yeah, but it's because he wears a size small, bro. that's what it is. That's how we do it. But yeah, dude, I thought he did a great job. The story, like I said, it had its flaws. Some of the stuff that take place within the film, there are flaws, like I said. But overall, is it enough for me to hate on this movie the way I'm seeing the hate going around? No.
See,
I really think that maybe people have gotten accustomed to Henry Cavill's dark approach, right?
Yeah.
Within the Snyderverse, and when they saw this, they were just kind of thrown off. I really think that's where the hate's coming from, because all the hate I'm seeing people saying it's woke. It ain't woke, bro. Like I said, the guy's never been from Earth. Forget the United States. Forget Canada. The guy's not from here.
There's nothing woke about this movie. There's not even like an inkling or anything relating to anything, like zero.
No, exactly. So I've even seen Fox News talking about how the film is woke, and I'm just like sitting there like, what is going on? What is going on?
Yeah.
So all that to say, man, in a nutshell, the film is great. It gives you joy, man. I think it's a good time. There are things that, like I said, are questionable. There are things that I was like, okay, whatever. You know, like I think we could let that pass. Never was there anything that bothered me, made me think otherwise. I'm excited. I had faith in James Gunn, and he delivered. He delivered, and I'm happy to see that at the box office, it's now successful. It's getting close to the point of already making back the budget money after one weekend. And I think a lot of people like myself are going to go back to watch this. You already went twice. You were
I'm going again.
Yeah, dude. It was just a fun time. And I think that's something we've been missing for quite some time. Everything has had more of a serious tone, more of a, you know, this is connected to that, and this is connected to that, and blah blah blah. And this was just world building, fun time, good. It was a good representation of Superman. I do agree. I hated seeing him being bitch slapped around here and there, but it almost felt like in his fights he was always hoping to reason rather than have to annihilate somebody. Right? Even the kaiju. You know what I mean?
Dude, feeling bad, like zap that bitch. Like, get out of here.
Exactly. You know he could pick him up and throw him to the sky. You know what I mean? But it shows you that side to him, and I think so. Gradually, we'll see him develop to the point where he's going to be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think we got to just accept that, even if it's years apart, it's like a story that's being told, and we're going to see it's going to ramp up with him and Lois, with like him just dealing with stuff. 100%, 100%.
But to summarize, dude, and I really think when you guys go watch this movie, that line resonated with me. I hope it resonates with everyone else. Being good is the new punk rock, dude. And it is, because, man, in the real world, that's the one line from this film that resonated with me so much. I left that film and I was like, yeah, dude, I really hope people embrace that walking out of this film.
100%, bro. I think I want to give it a higher score now, just from kind of going back now and like, because that's what I've been doing, just kind of going through it. And again, I don't look for the bad things, but if you're like being critical of something, you got to look at all aspects. So I tried to look for things that I liked, that I didn't like, that I should have liked differently or hated differently or whatever. But it's no, man, it's a great movie. I always loved from the start, like the trailer just giving so much hope, and the music is great, like the action, like it's just fun. It's like there's comedy in it, like but not like stupid comedy, like it just totally works each character. The relationship, even like with his parents, in Kansas or whatever,
Yeah.
Smallville, whatever it is. Awesome. They could have even done more scenes there. They could have showed more scenes there because you see how much they care for him. They like you see it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm literally speaking with Trek Wars right now, dude. Full transparency. Again, him pulling back his punches. I really think that's just he was doing that intentionally throughout the movie. You know what I mean? In hopes of people reasoning, people. He always believes in the good, even
Yeah.
in the worst times, bro. So that's Superman. That is Superman.
So what's your score?
Tell me other, dude. I,
I think I might have to go up to an 8.5. I was like at an 8. Now I'm like 8, 8.5.
I hate scoring films. I really do, but I'm very comfortable at an 8. Yeah, I'm very comfortable at an 8. Like happily.
Yeah,
and I'll go watch.
If someone says 9, they're not like crazy either, right? Like it's great. Like I mean, you can kind of go either way.
I think it's a very rewatchable movie, and it's a good time. It's enjoyable. You'll go back to rewatch it, kind of like I do with Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. I think James Gunn is very well at doing that. When it comes to making a movie where you feel like it's a good time, you go back to watch it, even though you know the end result. Just rewatching certain scenes is like, oh, this is fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But guys, I'll cut it there.
Bro, can I ask you for one favor?
Of course.
I didn't get to mention to you in the chat, but can I plug something quick?
Dude, you don't need to ask me. You tell me.
Okay. Go. So I have like some people might know about this thing because we were talking about cons, and let's get right back to how you were going to end the show or whatever. But August 9th and 10th, I'm going to be at VonCon. But the reason why I'm saying this is because Bret Hart's going to be there as well. So if anybody like there's other there's other comic related stuff, card stuff. So the reason why I'm saying this is the brothers that run this, they're really, really making an effort to do like year over year keeps getting bigger and bigger. And now they're going like a 2-day weekend. Thousands of people show up. It's always a good time. And I told them they were like, they're just good people, like how you're good people and everyone in the chat. So I said, you know what, let me put it out there to people who might not know. But in Fan Expo at times has kind of gotten just too crazy with like exclusives and costs. These guys are trying to do it like local, like a Terrificon, but local. Yeah, so Brett's going to be there all weekend. So for anybody in like the GTA, like within Ontario, or even if you're Quebec, wherever you guys like to travel to cons, just look it up. Even if you don't show up, look it up. These guys.
When is it?
It's VonCon.
No, when?
August 9 and 10th.
Dude, I literally came across a Bret Hart action figure at Walmart today that was on sale. It was the elite ones.
You should have grabbed it. I have already old stuff signed, but I'm gonna probably grab some new stuff.
I don't even want to tell you. Had I known, I would have sent it to you.
Well, I'll see if I can. Don't worry. Okay, it's all good. I'll see what I can do for you.
No, dude, my son picked it up from the rack and he dropped the box on the corner and it bent. I look at him, I'm like, you dick. I had intentions of picking this up for signatures. Yeah. And lo and behold, you're actually meeting him. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, dude, I've done shows with him. Like, I've known him for forever. I'm not the one who connected them. I'm not saying that. I just mean, like, I've been around him many of years. But either way, I'm just trying to put out a good group of people that are running a dope con that are trying to just do a really, really big. And they keep getting bigger and bigger year over year. So just check out their IG, check out their thing, even if you don't plan on coming. They're just good people trying to do stuff for cool, fun hobbies, the stuff that we love, figures, comics, cards, all that.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. You guys heard him, so definitely do that. And since we're going to be plugging, might as well, dude, because if you guys aren't already, please, in the description of the video, you'll find the Instagram for Paperweight. Greg, hit him up. He's a wrestler, guys. He's wrestling the indie circuit. He's the best jobber that is out there. And you definitely want to support him. And if you want to do so, guys, pick up a t-shirt. There you go. Anthony Fiasco. Check it out, man. Hit him up. Let him know you're a size small like me, and he'll take care of you, man.
Just because you kind of came up in it with your cuz, like you can't really just be calling me a jobber like that. It's kind of rude, you know.
I know. He's not a jobber, dude. He's carrying a title. I just shared it in my Instagram. We know you're a champ, dude.
Look,
like,
I'm nearing the end point. It was a good run. All my WWE appearances and tryout stuff were in the past. Now, just having some fun on the indies. It's cool being able to develop some of the young talent. But yeah, man. I mean, you don't have to buy a shirt at all. I sent him that, honestly. Obviously, he's my boy, but he did start the design of it. I just changed the like the middle, but it's like totally his template. So I appreciate you helping me on that. Yeah, sold a decent amount at the last show I was in, and yeah.
There you go, man.
Literally, Vaughn. Yeah, literally. That's.
Yeah.
I can get the Aussie the details, but he's like wearing like literally the town of Vaughn.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm happy to hear the t-shirts are selling, guys. Like I said, definitely.
Like, oh my god, I'm not saying like they're going crazy. I'm just saying I managed to move some, so I appreciate
No. If it was going crazy, I would have already claimed 4% royalties. But definitely hit him up. Like I said, speaking merch, guys, there's also a link to the merch store for myself as well. New merch is slowly hitting its way as well. So if you guys want to check those t-shirts out, feel free. And episode 100, we are now one more episode away after tonight. We have next week, and then the following week, I want to remind you guys, we have open house, guys. The invite will be sent. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up wherever you want. I will happily share my link with you guys to hang out. Episode 100 is going to be a big giveaway show. We're just going to shoot the shit. We'll still go through some sales, some news, hear everybody's perspectives. You guys in the chat hearing your perspectives live. If you want to join, man, that would be amazing, man. I think the one thing I'm most proud about when it comes to this channel is really gathering an amazing group of people, man. You guys in the chat, dude, the ones who show up every week to come and talk. Those of you catching the replay, I do this all for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what I'm here for. So I want to give back and also just kick it with you guys. So if you guys want to hop on, you're more than welcome to. There's no guest for episode 100. Everybody's a guest. It's open invite. Anybody wants on, hit me up and we'll make it work, man. So there you go. One more episode left. And
that's
then
amazing,
it's episode 100.
Congratulations on it, bro. Congratulations for real.
Thanks, bro. Now it kind of feels like, you know, when you get your first white hair, you know, you're like, I'm getting older. And now you hit episode 100. You're like, dude, I've been doing this for too long now. You know what I mean?
You got to get to 1,000. You got lots in you. You're good.
I don't know if I got that much energy in me, but we'll see. But Greg, dude, I appreciate you. If you want to kick it for a few more minutes after the show, catch me backstage. If not, no problems. You're always in. We talk anyway, so don't worry. Don't worry about it.
We'll end backstage. No Diddy.
All right, sounds good. But guys, have yourselves a great rest of the week. Don't forget Tuesday, Covrprice top 10. You can catch myself and the rest of the crew. And if not, I will see you next Sunday. Adios. Peace.